Gay people. Gay people and my phone in my chat room. Hello, Chaos. I am just making sure my phone won't fucking go off. But it's Catboy time. Real Catboy hours. Who up? Oh, I should probably open up the next checkpoint for the thing is like near the end of the day on this portion. Which it'd be really funny if you have it so that Avery gets super fucking mad. Yeah. Oh, there's the bots that I tried to use about to harass me again. Cool, cool, cool. I don't need this kind of treatment from them. That's an ad thing. Oh. I was looking at my tabs and it's got Dev Sisters Cookie Run Kingdom merch. Me googling how many quarts is in a gallon. Graham cracker crust recipe. And then advertisement that I had accidentally clicked on. So that's about... Oh, I should... Listen, Cookie Run merch looks so good. It's like illegal how good it is. Yeah, I will. I click on ads all the time on accident. And there's the... I'm so easily marketed to as well. They will slaughter me. Unless they're like, hey, Autistic King, us too. Heart eyes emoji. Anyway, hope that's all. The audio's all fine, because I did not test it, because I never test it, because I'm a fool, first and foremost. Anyway. I wake up early enough, I surprise myself. This is gross. Who does this? At least I slept fairly well, all considered. Oh, hi, Egg. My cheek hurts, kind of like I'm getting one of those real powerful zits. Just when I have a job where I see people every day. What perfect timing. I kick my legs free of the big blankets and roll off the side of the bed with my usual grace. God, this thing feels gross. I don't have any acne stuff with me here, but maybe Aunt Wendy has something I can put on it. I trundle over to the vanity to assess the damage. That is not a zit. That's a whisker. There is a whisker growing out of my face. It won't come out. Damn, Avery. Don't pressure people before they're ready. I thought at first maybe it was Mochi's and it got stuck there, but nope. Growing out of my face. I tried to pluck it, and that was probably one of the worst ideas I've ever had. Now I know just how sensitive cat whiskers are. Is this really how the curse starts? I've been pacing around for too long. I gotta go to work, but how am I supposed to leave the house like this? What if someone sees me? I guess I could try to cover it with something. I dig around a bit and find some dust masks under the sink. Maybe that'll do the trick? I can pretend I have a cold or something. Or not, because trying to put it on feels real awkward against my face. I'm at a loss here. I'd call one of the staffers, but I didn't get their numbers yesterday. I guess it'd be hard to use a cell phone as a cat anyway. Yeah, how do they change their clothes? And how did Finley have that bag of clothes she wanted, and like basket of clothes she wanted to do laundry with? Where'd she get that? Did she drag it all the way here as a cat? There are things that don't make sense in the universe where cat people happen because you work at a cafe, but you know. That's just how it is sometimes. I'll just have to go to the cafe and hope someone's there to ask. I I didn't run into anybody on my way to the cafe yesterday, but knowing my luck, there'll be a whole crowd or something. I keep my head down and walk quickly. Jeez, my face itches. I hope another one isn't coming in. The thought is enough to make me pick up my pace. Running to work is going to be a theme for me. Maybe it'll keep me in shape. I just hope I can keep my human shape, too. Why are there so many people milling around the front of the cafe today? This is exactly what I was dreading. It's like they showed up specifically to look at the magical mutating cat person. As I approach the cafe, the whisker falls off like a dead leaf or something. Look at it just flutter to the floor. I lean down to pick it up. If I hadn't seen it happen, I would have thought it fell off of one of the cats. This is stupid. This is so stupid. My eyes start to sting. I can't tell if I should be mad or crying or both. This is just really, really stupid, and I don't want to deal with it. I kick the door open with my foot, as you do. But it's actually pretty heavy, so it just sort of nudges open. Where the hell is Graves? Looks like most of them are already here. They're already setting the table for breakfast, like this is just a regular, normal day where nobody grows cat whiskers. Oh, Avery. I don't think he's in yet. What's the matter? This is the matter. This whole dumb situation. You probably can't see the whisker I'm waving around, but I don't care. He knows what I'm talking about. Oh, is that yours? What kind of cat are you? I'm not any kind of a cat. I'm a people. I can't believe this. Oh, come on, Avery. You should have known this was going to happen. How the hell was I supposed to know? Sounds like somebody here didn't read his contract. The safe areas and other tips are mentioned in the welcome pamphlet. What contract? You signed some paperwork when you started, right? Yeah? Well, how can you all be so chill about this? We work for an evil dungeon lord who's turning us all into cats. I don't think they're called dungeon lords. Avery, none of us are happy about it either. We're doing what we can. There's got to be more you can be doing. Where is Graves? He may be upstairs, but I don't know. I remember hearing Graves going up some creaky steps yesterday. Maybe that's his office or something? Yeah, Chaos, you're right. If you don't read a contract you're signing, maybe you deserve to be turned into a cat. Just saying. Maybe that's his office or something? Whatever it is, that room's gonna be missing a door after I kick it off its hinges. I storm towards the back of the cafe. The steps must be back here somewhere. Hayes and Mason are in the kitchen. Hayes is gawking, and even Mason's got an eye on me. Avery, where are you going? I've had enough of this. I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind. What? This curse crap. The others trail me into the kitchen. What am I, the cat herder? Avery, chill out. We aren't all mad about it. Most of us signed up for it on purpose. It's done some good things for some of us. Well, I'm mad about it. I'm mad as hell. Turning into a cat won't do jack for me. I know you're mad, but it's not Graves' fault. He does a lot to help us. We owe him. I don't owe him a damn thing. Seriously, Avery, shouting at our boss isn't going to change anything. There's nothing we can do about it right now. Let's just sit down and talk about it. You're right. I guess I see what you mean. Now come on, don't be such a salty caramel latte. Finley puts her arm around my shoulder. I try shrinking away, but she just redoubles her efforts. I've never had someone be so forceful about comforting me. Huh. You like donuts, right? How about jelly donuts? What does that have to do with anything? I think it's time to show you this cat curse isn't all bad. She gives me a quick wink and a punch on the shoulder. Go sit down at the table. I'll be out to show you in 1 sec. This is still so stupid. The frustration festers in the pit of my stomach, and now I don't even have anywhere to put it. I feel another hand slap me gently between the shoulder blades. What is it with these people? This time it's Mason. Didn't eat yet, right? No, I've been freaking out about this all morning. How am I supposed to eat? She doesn't lift her hand. I can feel it like a weight on my back. Stop sulking and sit down. Eat. Is that comfort or a threat? Good food calms you down. She gives me a firm but gentle push towards the dining area. It's like being scooted forward by a steel pillar. I guess I might as well go sit down. You have no choice in this situation, my man. I return to the front of the cafe and flop down in the chair at the head of the tables. After all that following everyone was doing before, no one's bothered to come back out yet. Maybe they think I could use the space to cool off. It feels a bit like I'm in timeout. First out of the kitchen is Hayes, of all people. He tiptoes up and delicately sets a small teacup down in front of me. It's chamomile and lavender tea. It can help with stress. I drink it sometimes when I'm overwhelmed, too. Hayes flinches a bit when I look up at him. I pick up the teacup and hold it up to my face. It smells lovely, at least. He looks at me with his eyebrows upturned until I take a sip. When I oblige, I see what he means. This is pretty calming. I let out a deep sigh. I can feel my shoulders slump a bit. Hayes seems relieved that I've approved. He takes it as permission to sit and takes the seat next to me. You know, I get anxious a lot. You probably guessed that though, huh? Some things help me out, like the tea. But I think the thing that helps me the most is being a cat. I know that must sound pretty stupid, but it's nice to have somewhere to go. Like, I like that I can curl up in a tiny corner and nothing is expected of me. It helps me a lot. So that really does sound stupid, but that's what we mean when we aren't mad about it. No, I think I get what you're saying. I don't agree, but I get it. Thanks. He doesn't seem to know what to say. He's just sort of staring down at the table and picking pieces off the paper napkin in front of him. I would do all these extra options, but they take extra time, and I don't have extra time. I need to get to that DILF as soon as possible. Okay, I get it for someone like him. Does that mean I should give him his space? He's definitely right about... Oop. Wrong button on my headphones. He's definitely right about the tea, that's for sure. He probably should have poured some for himself. Heck, he should probably have an IV of it. He seems so on edge all the time. But what about the others? Did they get something out of this too? Esteemed patrons, may I have your attention, please? Especially you, Avery. Where is her voice even coming from? Down here, kiddo. I look down and your jelly donut? It's me, a real-life internet sensation. You're so surprised. You should see the look on your face right now. Wow, you really capitalized on the curse, huh? I just started making videos as a way to have fun with the situation. Who knew it would make me a celebrity? I'll give you my autograph later if you'd like. No, I'm fine. She gives my leg a playful pat and gives me a wink. You're so starstruck. I am not. You so are. I bet you spend a lot of time on the internet. I bet you know all about me. No? You're blushing. Why would I be blushing about a cat? Oh, cut the shtick, both of you. Reese saunters up, serving platter in hand. He nudges Finley aside with a foot, scooting her a good distance away from the table. Rude. Are you over your temper tantrum, Avery? Well, I almost was, and you had to come in here and call it a temper tantrum. No sense of humor, just like I said. He reaches over my shoulder and sets a plate of pancakes down in front of me. Finley, go change back. I don't want your dirty feet on the table. God, I'm gonna sneak a nip into your clothes next time you're on cat detail. Despite her threat, Finley saunters off, tail flicking, into the break room. She returns a moment later and flops down the seat across from me. But not before grabbing another stack of pancakes from Reese. She's already digging into her food when Mason comes from the kitchen and takes her usual seat. Landry follows close behind her with another tray of pancakes, and the rest of the table pounces on their breakfast tray. Pray. How are you feeling, Avery? Better, I guess. I'm glad to hear it. We didn't mean to spring this on you, but I think we all forgot how confusing it all was at the start. I know I assumed you already knew what was happening. So am I the only one who didn't read the contract? Did it say like, hey, I'm gonna turn you into a cat, or something? I mean, not in so many words, at least. But of course we all read it, right? Wow, the varying degrees of sheepishness going around this table right now. Nope. I, didn't really understand the safe zones talk and things. I thought it was about safety protocol, but I didn't ask. He shrugs and looks intently at the maple syrup pooled on his plate, which I'm choosing to interpret as no. I skimmed it. I got the potential for great power, but at a price part, but the specifics. Oh my god. Oh my god, all of you. No wonder I'm the one in charge here. The point is, Avery, we don't want you to feel like you're alone. We've tried finding out more about it, but we all hit dead ends. Yeah, you can't exactly wiki how to cure a cat curse. Well, you can, but the results are... well, they're from the internet. Why didn't you just ask him? Oh yeah, I did, but he said something like... ahem. We are but actors on the stage of life, and we have been cast into the drama of this cafe. That sounds like something you would say. And you bought that? Yeah, Finley went on for affinity and was like, well, I'm learning things about myself, but not about this curse, okay. Finley was like, wow. Man. There's a lot of things happening here. Finley would have a sparkle dog for AOC. That would be her persona. It'd be like a sparkle dog. And I love that for her. But more like a sparkle cat, probably. And you bought that? But everyone just sort of nods and agrees with Reese. Wow. But we're all in this together. We're like teammates now, and we can figure it out, with or without Graves. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. We can do this. Oh, you're being cringe, Avery. You're being cringe online. I raise my forked pancake piece still attached, like a musketeer giving a salute. I get varying nods and murmurs of agreement, but no one follows my example. I thought we could have made this a thing. What we need to figure out first is crowd management. Jelly donut days are rough, and we need to be ready. I think I should spend time with Mason. To help her in the kitchen, of course. Hayes, too. I'm okay with that. We might need you both to come out to help us from time to time, too. We can't spare anyone besides Finley for cat detail today. You know how these days go. No cat breaks. Sorry, Hayes. I know. Avery will be the main two covering the floor. Hayes and Maurice will be out from time to time if we really get swamped, and Graves should be by later to help us out. Might be a bit hectic, so I hope you're ready. Yeah, it's Avery's second day and he's getting the fucking experience of one of the worst, like the worst days that they get at the cafe. Mission accepted. This sounds exciting. I bet this place is fun when it's busy. Yeah, some of the people who come by are so cute. Just wait until you see the kids. This little girl had a jelly donut shirt she made herself. Oh, that's cute. I think you would look cute in a jelly donut shirt too. Are you trying to get me to join your fan club or something? I don't have one, but if you want to manage it... No, that's your loss. Mason, are you ready? This is going to be a long day for you. I like a challenge. Now finish eating so we can go back to work. Yes, ma'am. Reese shovels one last pancake into his mouth and, without even finishing chewing, grabs his plate and hurries after Mason. Hayes at least manages some grace in his exit. I better go get ready too. My public awaits. Finley hands me her plate, then dramatically flicks her hair away from her face like a starlet in a photo shoot. She disappears into the back as well. Alright, Avery, drink your coffee because it's time to get energetic. Yeah. Good, cause if you look outside the cafe and around the corner... Oh man, is that why there were so many people out front? Yep. I better chug this coffee then. Well, better get pumped. Oh boy, did it become busy fast. There was a crowd of people as soon as we opened the door, and they're all clamoring to see the internet sensation, Jelly Donut. They pour in like a leak in the ship's hull. Landry tells me that sometimes we have to cap the number of people allowed in at a time, but it's not that bad yet. Hopefully, the numbers stay down until Graves gets back. We'll need the crowd control in the afternoon. Where the heck is he anyway? I'm sure he has a lot to deal with. There's a lot more to managing a restaurant than what goes on inside, I'm sure. He always comes to help out sooner or later. I'm having a lot of trouble picturing Graves waiting tables. Maybe he wears that uniform Reese is so obsessed with. Okay, I don't have time to sit around daydreaming about that. There are tables to wait. Boy, are there a lot of orders for donuts and coffee today. I didn't even know that was on the menu. I guess it's pretty on point to offer donuts on a day where Jelly Donut is in the cafe, but somehow I hadn't expected it. I don't see them in the pastry case. Maybe they're still in the back? I better go check. Hey Mason, are there donuts back here? Oh yeah, there are. A whole stack of them, and they're still warm. Oh, those cakey donuts. They're those cakey donuts that are so good, too. I shouldn't be hungry after such a big breakfast, but they look amazing. The coast is clear. I don't see Mason. Hayes and Reese aren't even in the room. I could just... We're sneaking a donut. Let's live in hedonism. Just one donut won't hurt, right? I reach out my hand and feel another hand on my shoulder. I freeze. I can feel her lean in real close, so close I feel her hair brush the side of my face. Gonna pay for that? Oh, sorry, I... Don't steal from my kitchen. She says it in such a low, calm voice, but I will never think about it again. Sorry, I won't do it again. You're right, you won't. She ruffles my hair and is gone as quickly as she appeared. I pity anyone that ends up on her bedside. Hopefully I'm not one of them. Now stop wasting time, it's busy out there. Right. Mason dumps the tray of plates in my hands and shoos me out of the kitchen. Gay people. I bring the plates to their respective tables. I'm getting really good at this waitstaff stuff. Oh, thank goodness you're back, Avery. We're so swamped. Avery to the rescue. This is still a bit much. It's like we're under a waterfall of people who want to see Jelly Donut or something like that. I don't know. I'm too busy to think of a good metaphor. Finley's loving it, though. Look at her just mug for the camera. Ah, and there they go again. Someone else trying to put their donut on her head. Excuse me, please read the rules. We can't let customers bring food to the cat play area. Fine. Whatever. Jeez. You see something on the internet and you think it's okay to do in real life? Some people. Someone better talk to that kid about the bad habits she's encouraging in people. The offending customer has already vanished back to the table, but now there are 3 people who've taken his place. We need more babysitters. One at a time, please. No flash photography. Oh, thank goodness. Reese and Hayes are back out to help corral the crowds. Reese has taken a spot at the door as the world's tiniest bouncer, and Hayes is taking someone's order. Which reminds me, I better get back to work too. We're in the final stretch, but dang, this is exhausting. My pockets are bursting with tips, but it's not much consolation if I feel like I'm never going to leave this place. I could really use a break. Hey. Yeah? What's she doing out here? Does she need a break too? I suppose I shouldn't be too selfish. I'm not the only one working my butt off here. Get in here. It's not our quest as so much as a command. I better go see what's up. Did some kind of baking bomb go off in here? We're all taking turns bussing tables, but the crowd hasn't left much time to deal with dishes and cooking utensils. I need your help. I'm here. I thought you didn't trust me in the kitchen. I don't, smartass. I need coffee. Yeah, me too. No, we're low on beans. Get them from the basement right around the corner. I'm swamped. Oh, duh. Yeah, of course. In just a sec. I'll get them. Never been to the basement before. It's probably not a great idea to get someone to help me out, but dark spaces kinda creep me out. This is a restaurant, not a haunted house, and I'm not some scaredy cat. It should be fine. Here goes nothing. Holy crap, Graves. I try to give you the benefit of the doubt and this happens? This isn't a restaurant storehouse, it's a Halloween surplus store. Is that? It is. It's a curio full of model skeletons. What the hell? What's he got padlocked in that cabinet? Do I want to know? Yikes. I better get out of here and go back upstairs quickly before I get attacked by a giant toad. I find a giant bag of unground coffee beans that I'm sure I can just barely lift myself, but more interesting is the book that's resting on top of it. With its worn leather cover embossed with silver swirlies in the shape of a cat, it looks like a spell book or something. It's probably Graves' diary. I'm so curious. It wouldn't hurt to take a little peek, right? What the heck? I don't get this at all. Is it written in code or something? This is all nonsense. Wait a second. Why is my name in here? Ew, is Graves writing about me in his diary? Avery. Ooh, she sounds mad. Now's not a good time to start reading. The book is real tiny and fits just right in my hoodie. I'm gonna look through this when I get home. It's probably nothing, but after seeing my name in it, how could I resist taking it home for a better look? I'll bring it back before anyone even notices it's gone. Okay, but seriously, I should leave before a crow lands in my hair or something. I heft the coffee bag in my arms and trundle up the stairs back to the kitchen. Ah, the light of day. It's way too quiet in the basement. I barely get the door open when I hear muffled noise from the dining room and the clanging of pots and pans in the kitchen. Get lost? Took you long enough. Sorry, I don't know my way around down there yet. Creepy, isn't it? Yeah, I'm glad you said it. It gives me the chills. I like it. Somehow I'm not surprised. Thanks. I'll get back to work. Okay. Anytime? The whirring of the coffee grinder starts immediately after I start talking. This conversation is probably over. Better get out there and see what's going on. It looks like the crowd is dissipated. I also don't see Finley, Jelly Donut, anywhere. I guess even her energy has its limits, huh? Hey cutie, how about some coffee? I had a real busy day at work. Oh, there she is. Wow, she looks worn out. I bet that does take a lot out of you. Wait, cutie? Dang, is she just being friendly or is she making a move? One coffee coming right up. You want me to put anything in it? Oh, you sweetheart. Skim milk and 2 sugars, please. You got it. I fetch her a cup of coffee just the way she likes it. Once I make it back, I catch her looking at her phone. Cafe got some really good comments today. We should see a nice boost in traffic from this. So, this is what you mean by social media expert or whatever? Yup. I run the company message board and all those other accounts. Jelly Donut was something I started doing to get more cafe traffic. I didn't expect it to get so big. It's actually lots of fun. You should join me when you start transforming too. I could use a sidekick. Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about that until just now. Oh, sorry. I'm just trying to help. Here, come sit with me for a sec. It's quiet enough that Landry can take care of the remaining stragglers, so it should be fine if we sit still for a minute or two. Really though, it's gonna be fine. We all stick together here, and you're a part of the family now, got it? You have sprinkles in your hair. She reaches up and finds a treasure trove of sugar stuck in her bangs. So I do. I mean it though, got it? Yeah, thanks. Got any room for another at this table? Huh, I guess there weren't too many left after all. I glance downstairs and it looks like he's already locked the door. Always. Landry scoots a chair next to Finley. I guess the cafe's closed now. I expect you all won't spend too much time lollygagging. We have cleanup to do. Jeez, Dad. Lollygagging? Really? I don't know, it was the first word that came to mind. Reese, why don't you sit with us too? We could all use a break. I suppose so. Where are Hayes and Mason? Oh, you know Mason, she's probably already gone. She doesn't stick around after shifts to help with cleanup? She gets here earlier than any of us were prepped, so it's only fair if she also leaves early. Besides, I think she has something she does after work. What, as a cat? Hey, don't judge. I wonder what kind of cat she is anyway. Feels kind of rude to think that, but you know what they say about curiosity in cats. I should see if she's here to thank her for her work. I'll be right back. Tell Hayes to come join us if you see him. You got it. Wow, the kitchen is pretty clean already. Was Mason that quick? Oh, there she is. I caught her before she could go. Mason! What? Oh, you really busted your butt today. Thank you. It's my job. She's already got one foot out the door. She seems irritated that I interrupted her. Well, have a good night. Huh. And with that, she's gone. Boy, she's hard to talk to. She disappears around a corner, but a second later I catch a glimpse of a lanky orange cat with a crooked tail. Maybe that's her. It looks like she's heading in the same direction as my apartment. I wonder if we're neighbors? Probably not, that's kinda silly to assume. When I get back to the kitchen, I hear the sink running. It looks like Hayes is doing the rest of the dishes. Why hasn't he come out with the others? Poor boy deserves a break as much as the rest of us. If everybody's a family, like Finley said, he should be a part of it too. Hey, put those down. Come out, we're all gonna sit and have coffee together. I'm fine, thank you. What, you don't like me now? What? I'm just teasing you. Come on, you're one of us and I'm sure you're tired too. I'll come back and help you with the dishes after we're done. I'm sure I won't be the only one. Whoa. Had to take a drink. I'm sure I won't be the only one either. We gotta stick together, right? I guess so. Come on, I'll get your I'll get your coffee, even. I'd rather get it myself. I'm a little picky with my coffee. Oh yeah? How so? I prefer a good cappuccino instead. We have a nice espresso machine here. Oh, like the one you made for me at my interview. That was really good. Oh, thank you. Cappuccino is steamed milk and espresso. It's a delicate balance. Can you make me another one? Sure. It's actually milk foam, like steamed milk foam and espresso. You bitch. Is that a smile? It is. I'll go make them now. Meet you in the dining room. I head out to the cafe. Hayes walks with me at first, but slips upstairs as soon as we reach the staircase. There are a series of loud whirring noises and he returns. Yeah, the second I start working at a cafe, I become an elitist. But also they mentioned before at the interview that it's latte and latte art. So, they did make a latte there. And then Hayes drinks cappuccinos for the rest of the fucking game. He's careful as he hands me mine. It's still a little hot. It looks amazing, thank you. I head back upstairs, coffee in hand, and return to my seat. Hayes follows shortly after and sits at the table next to us. I reach out and drag his table a little closer to ours. We all sit and talk over coffee for a while. We divide the tips, careful to leave a separate snack for Mason when she gets in tomorrow. It's getting pretty dark. I should get going soon. I say goodbye to everybody and head out. They're all staying late again. I can understand that. Of course they'd want to be human for as long as possible. I'm gonna enjoy this while I can. The gravity of the situation weighs on me as soon as I'm out the door. What the hell am I gonna do once I start turning into a cat? How could I explain that? Nobody would believe me. And the thought flies out of my head. The black cat with the odd eyes is back. It sits in the middle of the road. Something dangles from its mouth, but I can't tell what. Quit it, Graves. I know that's you. The black cat stares back at me impassively. Playing dumb isn't gonna work. The black cat flops onto the pavement and splays out its legs. It's not even looking at me. Maybe I'm off on this hot tip after all. I guess sometimes a cat is just a cat. Everything's getting to me. All the more reason to go home and get some sleep. I'm almost home now. I should figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Something just hit my back. Get it off, get it off, get it off, get it off. Wait, it's gone? I see the black cat at my feet. What the hell? Damn it, Graves. I don't care if this cat is Graves or not. I'm calling it that until I'm proven wrong. Meow. The black cat trots off somewhere. Is it just me, or did that sound like someone saying the word meow? Worse than that, it sounded kind of smug. Graves. Maybe it's not him. Maybe I just smell like cat and attract other cats now. I better get home before I'm jumped by more strays. I run the rest of the way home and slam the door behind me. I can't take this. If my hair wasn't already white, it'd be turning that way. You're late. Eh? Who said that? I look down. Mochi's fat face is looking up at me. Oh, no. I am not doing this. I dump some kibble into Mochi's bowl, then go to my room and close the door behind me. I shamble into my pajamas, but when I bundle up my hoodie, I feel a firm, squarish bulge in the pocket. That's right, the book. Maybe something useful is in here? I start to flip through the book again. There's my name, and there's Hayes, Finley, Mason, Landry, and Reese. This must be a clue of some kind, but I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I don't know what it's supposed to say. All these words look like they've been written by birds hopping around in ink. I toss my hoodie to the floor and get to work. Maybe I can decipher it? If I hold the book upside down? No. Is there a cipher? Nope. I don't know why I bothered looking. Of course it wouldn't be that easy. I try for another 20 minutes or so, but it's useless. I give up. Frustrated, I drop the book. It hits my hoodie and ungracefully tumbles over. I shuffle them away with my foot, but something tumbles out. What is that? Looks like it fell out of the hood. Bookmark? Did I leave that there? Why would I put anything there? I pick it up. Looks like it's got some weird holographic center. It's kinda pretty. I should bring it back to the cafe tomorrow, along with this stupid book. I go to tuck the bookmark into it for safekeeping, but... Hold up! I can read it with this. I don't know how it got there, but it's the key to reading this book. The Hallowed Covenant of Witchery? What? Reese did say something about witches the other day. This might be a good lead to whatever's going on. I settle in with the book and start from the beginning. I've been doing this for days now. I wake up, go to work, come home, lose myself in the grimoire, and barely make it to bed right before the sun comes back up. Lather, rinse, repeat. Listen to me. I'm calling the thing a grimoire now. I can't stop reading this dang book. I'm mumbling to myself, I guess. Seriously, there's all this stuff about witches, covens, powers. I've never seen anything like it. Sometimes I don't even understand the words on the page, but they make me feel strange when I read. Powerful, I guess. Like if I keep going, they'll suddenly click into place and I'll learn something unknowable. It's getting to me, though. I feel haggard, and my coworkers have pointed out I'm getting some wicked bags under my eyes. I haven't told them about the book. I bet they'll think I've just been playing video games or something. What's with you? You're so friendly lately. Since when do you sit in laps? They do say that some witches get familiars. No, that's ridiculous. I'm getting ahead of myself here. So I'm not becoming a witch. I have been trying some of the stuff in the book out, though. Just a bit. You can't blame me for that. Hear me out, but I think I managed to move a cola can with magic. Maybe it was balanced weirdly or something, and fell on its own, but it felt like it worked. I've definitely been reading this gibberish book for too long. I should stretch my legs or something, right, Mochi? Muh. See, even Mochi agrees, and he hates exercise. Hey, it's actually pretty early. Reading a dusty tome all night actually reset my sleep schedule to a normal one. I'm gonna celebrate with some coffee, breakfast, and a nice walk. When did I become a coffee drinker anyway? It's not bad at all now that I've gotten used to it. The stuff I drink is actually a real shade of tan now, almost. My palate is refining every day. I just kinda want a big old cheese Danish or something too. Listen, I can relate to this. I have become more and more tempted to try out coffee drinks. I used to hate the taste of coffee, and now the smell is very good to me. Like, the coffee smell isn't the worst thing in the world, of course, but before that, I didn't exactly enjoy it, and now I'm just like, yeah, that's certainly a smell. That's a good one. And now I'm out here like, oh, I could just pour myself an iced coffee and live like this and put syrup in it. I'm a goddamn mess. I'm becoming an adult. As if I haven't been legally an adult for a while. But yeah. I kinda just want a big old cheese Danish or something too. There's that corner store down the road. I've been in there for a lot of stuff, but their breakfast pastries look really good. Could also just stop by the cafe. It's closed to customers today, but I bet someone's hanging around that could make me a nice fancy coffee or something. You know what? Why waste money when I can just get some coffee for free at the cafe? Still not real great on that water to coffee grounds ratio, but the sooner I learn with myself, but better I learn with myself than with customers, right? If you have a proper... Losing my mind. Last time I tried to make coffee was a disaster. It came out as this gross brown water. I really have to learn to do this, right? She's just a mess, Your Honor. Huh. Doesn't look like anybody's here yet. There's some lights on in the cafe and the floor above, but I don't see anyone moving around inside. Maybe I was wrong about people coming here on their days off? Is it really just gonna be me hanging out at work like I have nothing better to do? Alright, I'll just go make some coffee and then figure out what else to do for the day. Luckily, I just got my key. I can unlock the door and let myself in. Even though there are no people here, the cafe still feels busy with all these cats milling around. There goes Hash Browns, bossing around some other cat like usual. Now is making eyes at his own reflection on the floor. Kotick's a cute little ball by the window. Marina and Ian are catching some sun. Aw, Junta has his paw around one of the other cats like they're spooning. Who is it? I peek in closer to get a look and maybe a photo, but when I see that little seal point nose sticking out, I pause. Is that Hayes? His ear flicks and one eye shoots open. It looks like he takes a moment to register what's happening, but once he does, his eyes dilate to the size of saucers. Avery! His tail puffs up and he backs away from Junta at a surprising speed. He bumps into the wall and then hops a solid 6 inches into the air in shock. Hayes, calm down. It's just me. Junta was crying a lot, and then I just sort of... Oh, please don't make fun of me. Junta is one of our newest cats. He's a sweetheart stray we found wandering the streets, but he scares easily, so he gets clingy sometimes. Why would I do that? That was really sweet of you. Slowly, I reach down and scratch Junta behind the ears. He's confused by all the commotion, but doesn't seem too stressed about it. But You're so thoughtful about the cats. It's great. Oh, I guess so. Thanks. I'm jealous, actually. I wish I could sleep in a pile of cats. It is pretty nice. He seems to have calmed down a bit, thankfully. How about some coffee? I could go for a cup, and I bet you could too. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go change back. Don't look, okay? You got it. Despite being around all these cursed cat people, I've never seen a transformation in progress. Maybe it's not something I'm supposed to see. Anyway, it's probably as rude and as creepy as watching someone get changed, so I'm not about to peek. Okay. Would you like a cappuccino? I'll go make us some coffee. Sounds great. Thank you. Score! I don't have to mess with the coffee machine after all. I sink into my favorite spot in the big circle couch and take a big old sip of my coffee. Avery, please. It's your job. Avery, listen to me. It's your job. And also, how do you mess up the water to grounds ratio? Do you not have a machine that does the drip coffee for you? I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Who doesn't teach someone how to... Is Avery just supposed to figure this out? You've got a barista right there. They could teach you how to do it. Hayes is the best barista in the goddamn store. I'm losing my fucking mind. I could sit here all day. Maybe I will. Oh! Avery, you're here early. Yeah, I thought I'd come see what everybody's doing. I've been cooped up in my house too long. It's good to see you. I'll be around doing some handiwork, but let me know if you need anything. Oh, don't worry about me. Sounds like you'll be busy enough. There's the door again. Hello, hello. So, Avery, what breed are you? Do you know yet? Excuse me? Cat, I mean. Sorry, is it still a sensitive subject? No, nothing's happened to me since the day I grew that whisker. Figured it'd take more time. That's strange. I turned in about a week. Yeah, me too. Hayes nods from the other couch. This wouldn't be the first time Avery's slow on the uptake. Were you just standing there, waiting for a chance to say something like that? Of course not. He totally was. I love him for this. He's based for this, actually. Avery still can't make coffee. He's based for this. The right, though, playing with that book made me totally forget about the curse. Why haven't I seen any changes since then? Well, I'm gonna go do some laundry. Let me know whenever you find out. I'm betting you'll be a silver tabby or something pretty like that. I hope the type of cat I become is still a person. Reese rolls his eyes and flops down the long row of seats on the side of the cafe. He settles in with a spiral-bound sketchbook. Finley picks up a large bag and trundles towards the stairs. Is there a laundry machine up there? Yeah, in Graves' apartment. He lets us do laundry there for free. Wait, Graves lives here? Yeah, duh. The third floor is his apartment. Shouldn't we see him, like, all the time? He's basically a ghost as is. He's usually out until really late at night and leaves pretty early in the morning. I don't think he sleeps. I bet he sleeps in a fancy coffin. I just meant he's really busy. He takes care of all the administrative stuff for the cafe, after all. Well, I better get to work. That ramp isn't going to build itself, after all. Landry gives me a little wave, then disappears into the back. He's back a few minutes later with hands full of lumber and a roll of carpet. So that's why all that stuff was in the basement. Sorry, it might get a little bit noisy in here. That's no problem with me. I suppose if you must. Landry and Reese go back to work. A few minutes later, I hear Finley. I peek up at the balcony and she's fiddling with a laptop or something. Everyone seems to be keeping themselves busy. Maybe I should help one of them? But on the other hand, I'm not getting paid for it, so... I'm gonna stay here and finish this delicious coffee before I do anything. This is my day off, after all. Get it, King. Get it, King. Do it. Live your life. Be a lazy asshole. We all get caught up in doing our own thing when I hear footsteps approach from the kitchen. Why, if it isn't the big boss himself. My wonderful cat herders, I see you've been keeping the place well while I've been gone. He looks us over, but his gaze stops on me for just a second. He has a weird glimmer in his eye that I can't really place. Ew. I'm on to you, buddy. I know you have something to do with that book. It can't have just been there because you're a collector or something. Heck, it has our names in it. I don't really understand those pages since the bookmark doesn't work on them, but still, it must be something fishy. Landry, excellent work on the cat's equipment, as always. But I'm not done yet. Have you ever given me reason to doubt? I know you'll do a stellar job. We can talk about the future design soon. Sure thing, boss. Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Fun fact. My boss calls me her protege. It's very funny, because her all such assholes to each other, and it's so funny at work. It's wild. It's a wild time. Reese, I see you've been keeping your protege in line. Keep up the good work. Of course. Nothing gets past me. The eyes and talons of an eagle. Protege? Are they talking about me? Hayes, my sweet Hayes. Can I trouble you for some of your exquisite coffee? I'd be happy to. You are a treasure as always. I hope you've been keeping well. Well... Finley. Finley peeks her head over this upstairs balcony to shout down. Come on, just come downstairs. Present! Your videos are keeping me busy. We hit a whole new attendance record the other day. And 6 adoptions in 2 days. The home inspections never end. I'm sorry you have such a precious, adorable girl here making your business work. You are my internet lifeline. I have no head for such things. I bet he's been lost ever since telegrams went out of style. And Avery. He's real close now. I don't think I like it. He puts his hand on my shoulder and levels his gaze down to mine. That blue eye is so chilling. Really is a telltale heart situation. I'm on to you, Avery. What? You're the fastest learner we've had here yet. I forget you're still new. I feel like he's not just talking about cafe work. Well, I've been doing a lot of studying. So you have. So you have. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. Like, are you sure about that, Graves? We can't make coffee. He can't fucking make coffee. And he isn't trusted in the kitchen either. What is this man doing aside from waiting tables? Which in itself is its own job. Fair, but he can't fucking make coffee and he works in a cafe. I am coping. He lets go of my shoulder and turns away to the rest of the employees. He definitely wasn't talking about the cafe, because I can't fucking make coffee and no one respects me. He definitely knows something about that book. I'd ask him more, but it's not a good idea in front of everybody else. I'll chase him down later when he's leaving or something. I have to get more information. Where's Mason? I wanted to see her today, too. She hasn't been showing up as much on her off days lately. Maybe she's found a comfy gig at Old Cat Ladies or something. Haven't been to your place in ages, though. Huh? When did you get here? You startled me. Ah, Mason. I'm so glad you're here. It wouldn't be the same if you didn't join us. As much as I adore your cooking, today I'd rather give you respite. Think I'm gonna cook on my day off? Of course not. That is why I will take the pleasure of providing you, my dear employees, with dinner today. But first, an announcement. He slips back into the kitchen for a moment. When he returns, he's holding a garment bag. No. You haven't even let me make the announcement. I know what this is. Absolutely not. For my more cooperative employees, then. With a surely practiced flourish, Graves unzips the garment bag and lets it fall to the floor. Oh no. No. Is that somehow both plaid and checked flannel? I didn't know you could make a suit out of that type of material. There's a sort of appalled silence from everybody. Reese looks personally offended. Mason just straight up leaves. No appreciation for your new uniforms. And to think I had it made in your size, Avery. Try it on, Avery. She's still shouting down from the balcony. I can't blame her. I wouldn't want to get any closer to that suit either. I'd rather wear a potato sack. And I went through such trouble to have it made. Check with us next time before you waste your time. 'Tis easier to beg forgiveness than ask permission, as they say. See? You knew we wouldn't agree to it. Well, I'll leave this here in case you all come to reason. Take some time to admire it. I'll be off for one last errand, but trust when I return you'll all be treated to a wonderful meal. Until then, farewell. With that, he disappears into the kitchen. I'm going to follow him, just to see what happens when he leaves. I get to the kitchen in time to see him slip through the back door. I'm sure I'm gonna see a black cat. I just know it. I peek out the door as he leaves. He gets further and further away from the cafe, but I don't see him change, not even when he gets past the point where I know he's off cafe grounds. Huh. I guess the others assumed he wasn't affected by the curse, but why? Does this prove he's the culprit? How else would he escape whatever it was that got everybody else? Although, to be fair, I can't use that as proof. After all, I also escaped the curse, and I sure as heck didn't cause it. Seems like a good a time as any to see if I can find out more about what's going on. I peek back into the main cafe. Looks like everybody's back to whatever they were doing before. The newly arrived Mason has kicked up her feet on the couch and seems to be already dozing off. Finley did say we have free access to Graves' apartment after all. I could go look and see what he's got hiding up there. I'm also kind of curious about what it looks like. But then again, if he's hiding something in there, wouldn't somebody have noticed by now? Maybe he keeps all his magic stuff in that creepy basement. I wonder which would be better to search. Let's check out his apartment. You know, I always got the chance to go into that creepy basement. I should take the opportunity while Graves is gone to root around his apartment a bit. I tiptoe past Finley on the second floor, but sure she's gonna say something to me about where I'm going, but she doesn't look up from her computer. Wow. It's immaculate. This makes me feel embarrassed about the state of my apartment right now, but whatever. He's probably showing off because he knows people come up here a lot. It's well designed, too. I can make fun of the guy all I want, but I have to admit he has a sense of style, interior decorating-wise at least. Heck, that cat castle looks downright regal. I wonder if Landry built that one? I don't see any cats in the apartment, but it would make sense they'd have a setup for them, right? There's probably one in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. See a single suspicious blue eye peeking at me from this castle. Is that Graves? Black cat peeks out. It is. It's not. Hey there. The cloudy eye belongs to a dark mass of black fur that refuses to move, even though its gaze follows me everywhere I turn. Hey, buddy, it's okay. A sleek tail thumps in annoyance against the carpeted castle wall. I see you've met the great Countess Dracula. Shoot. I've been caught. Be cool, Avery. Play it cool. You named your cat Countess Dracula? Just Dracula, but she's a venerable lady now, so she deserves our respect. She's nearly 19, so I hope you've been taking care with her. This cat is nearly as old as Graves. Not as Graves, as Avery. Nearly as old as Avery. Because Avery says they're 19, and so does Reese. Babies, the both of them. I hope you've been taking care with her. Graves leans forward and pats his hands on its legs. Slowly, Dracula pulls herself from the cat castle and hops down. She looks good for her age. She's a tad shy with new people, but she's great. We've been through a lot together. Graves sits on the couch and holds his hands in front of him with an almost unexpected gentleness. Come here, you sweet old lady. Dracula saunters a little bow-legged walk up to him and headbutts his palm. Huh? Hello, darling. I can hear her purring from here. I'm taken aback by how cute they are together. I don't think you'll find what you're looking for in here, but you're welcome to stay for a while regardless. I feel terrible that we haven't been able to chat since you started. Yeah, I guess we haven't. I take the liberty of sitting on the couch across from him. I hold out my hands in the hopes I'll get a headbutt from Dracula too, but she's too focused on Graves. Don't worry, she'll warm up. She loves Reese. Reese? Really? Yes, they've known each other the longest after all. She's so much more elegant than my cat. Oh? What breed? A Persian named Mochi. He's a real handful. Sounds delightful. I'd love to meet him someday. Maybe I could bring him over sometime? You're welcome to if you'd like. I get the feeling Graves knows exactly why I'm here. Why else would he have shown up so suddenly? Maybe he's trying to communicate with me about that magic book. How do you bring up something like that, though? You can't just go, hey, you're a witch, right? That seems kind of hand-fisted. I gotta finesse this more. This is the opposite of finesse, my man. My man, I love you, but this is the opposite of finesse. Oh, God. That's such an autistic thing in your brain to be like, oh, I know the exact way to handle this social situation, tries to handle it that way, fucks it up immediately. I love you for this. So, do you think magic is real? Good one, Avery. You nailed it. Not in the sense that you can shoot sparks out of a wand or fly on a broom, no. But I do believe the act of creation is, an enchantment all on its own. To create something from nothing is one of those everyday miracles that others take for granted. I try to appreciate that where I can. That was a lot more insightful than I've expected. I want to get mad at him for trying to blow off my question with some poetic nonsense, but that was kind of a nice sentiment, even if it's impossible to make something from nothing. Keep studying that book, Avery. It's for your own sake and for the sake of your coworkers. I just don't get it. I trust you, Avery. I know you can do good things. I know that I haven't made this easy, but I hope you can learn to trust me as well. Is this about the curse? It is, isn't it? Can't you tell me anything about it? Why are the others cursed? Why doesn't it affect me? I'm afraid I can't answer those questions, Avery Gray. Can't or won't? I can't. I would love to, but, well, you'll understand. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm sorry. I can't say more. Are you cursed too? He doesn't answer me. Instead, with a rueful smile, he turns his attention to Dracula. He gently hoists her into his lap, then touches his forehead to hers. I'm trying to survive in a dangerous world, Avery. As we all are. Never seen him look so small or vulnerable before as he does now, taking quiet solace with his old cat. I'm starting to sound like him. Jeez. I want to comfort him or something. I don't know. Maybe there's something I can say to help? I suppose one way to do that would be to break these curses. I don't know how, but I'd say that about do it, wouldn't it? But enough about me. I want to know who you are, Avery Gray. Tell me what makes you tick. That's such a vague question. I don't even know where to start. Tell me a bit about where you grew up. You aren't from the city, correct? Yeah, I'm from a much smaller town. We only had 50 kids in my graduating class in high school. This must be quite the adjustment for you. I like it a lot more. It's kind of nice not to feel like a big fish in a small pond, you know? I can sort of lose myself in the hustle and bustle here. Ah, the solace of being alone in a crowd is comforting. Yeah, or that. Once I let my guard down a bit, it's nice just sitting and chatting with Graves. I'm on my own with this witch hunt, though. He obviously knows something, but maybe it's beyond his skill? Maybe he doesn't understand it? Maybe he's also under a curse? Maybe it's all of those. Maybe I've given him too much credit by casting him as some kind of mastermind, or maybe that's what he wants me to think? This is all so confusing. Well, I'd best be headed back out. I need to make a few rounds before I pick up dinner. You'll join us, won't you? Like I'm gonna pass up a free dinner. Huh, of course. He stands up from the couch and lightly ruffles my hair as he passes me. You're a sharp one, Avery. I'm glad you've joined my employ. Well, you're keeping me busy for sure. But he's already gone. How the heck did he leave so quickly? I better get back downstairs. The others might worry if I fell asleep or something. Oh boy, that was new, hey? Oh man, I'm a sucker. He's got a little elderly cat who he adores. I'm a sucker. Oh no. I love him. You better not end up actually being the cause of it all, because I'm pretty sure he isn't, considering how the other routes end, but still, if he ends up being mean, I'll be so sad. I'll be so sad. I drift from person to person, helping everybody with what they're doing for a while, but eventually the urge takes over. I just want to play with the cats. Shunsuke gets all excited when I burst out the bell toy. Guess I'd be excited too. Owl gets messed up on the catnip toy. Now is swatting at his own tail, but I think the tail might be winning. Valentine is rolling around, kicking at nothing in the air. She seems to be having plenty of fun without me. Marina chases a feather on a string all the way up the platform. Wish I had that much energy. And then they start taking naps, and that seems... sleepy gender time. Will someone please exhume Avery from that pile in the corner? Huh? I jump up with a start. When did I fall asleep? Good morning, sleepyhead. Why is there garland on my head? In fact, I seem to be covered in cat toys. What the heck? Well, we tried to wake you up. With catnip? What is all this? Finley. What? I just put a mouse there to see if you'd wake up, and you didn't, so I put another. And another, and another. I got some really cute pictures out of it. Oh my god, don't put those on the blog. Why would I ever do that? I fling a catnip mouse at Finley as hard as I can. It ricochets off her head. Ow! Hey! Okay, they won't go on the blog. Good. Today, no. Finley, be nice. All of you, stop distracting from the matter at hand. Dinner has arrived. I thought you were going to actually make dinner, not just order takeout. We usually order takeout on our off days. It's nice to get a change of pace and try some of the other restaurants around here. And there are fewer dishes to wash. The cuisine du jour is brought to us by the Thai restaurant downtown you all so enjoy. Avery, I believe you'll be experiencing their splendor for the first time tonight. What'd you get? You didn't ask me what I wanted from the menu. I did, actually. You mumbled something about pad thai, then rolled over on top of a bunch of cat toys. Well, I mean, that's what I would have wanted anyway, so... Look over the tables, and it looks like they've pulled them together in one long row again. Takeout boxes pile up on the center table, and all the places have already been set. Bon appetit, my dear employees. And the pack descends on the takeout boxes. After some sorting, we've all settled with our respective food, and we all sit down for dinner. Graves takes a seat at the head of the table. Well, he claims it in name, but he's hardly sitting at all. When he's not flitting between us and offering us drinks, he's standing behind his chair and telling us his story in as grand a grave gesture as possible, as you'd imagine. When I was in college, none of you would have recognized me. What, did you take a break from your goth phase? Go grunge for a while? I would never break style. No, in fact, if anything, I suppose you could say I was more goth then. I had long black hair and wore such elaborate makeup. If anything, it sounds like you were more... Wait, this is him secretly telling us he's trans? He had long hair and he wore makeup because he was trying to present super hard as femme, and then realized he was trans. Either that, or he did drag, and I love him for either of those. Maybe he did both. Who knows? Long ebony black hair, and he sticks his middle finger up at the preps. If anything, that sounds more on brand than you are right now. Why stop? Sir? Oh, it didn't. There it is. You can't imagine how much time that took from my day. I have a business to run now, after all. Dad showed me a photo once. The one of you with your bandmate. Who? The guy with the mohawk? I don't know how he got such a huge hawk. Ah, yes. It was pure witchcraft, that hair. He's doing it on purpose, isn't he? With the witch jokes? Wait. You were in a band? Are you really surprised by that, Landry? Come on, everybody in the 90s everyone was in a band in the 90s. I don't recall that stereotype, but yes, I was, in fact, in a band. I bet it was called, like, the Masters of Night or something like that. No, Avery, it was not. I'd thank you to give me more credit than that. Nah, more like Nightly Nightshade. Or Dark Carousel. No. Or Sorrows of Blood. Et tu, Hayes? You are all so cruel. I am just a little guy. It is my birthday. You can't be mean to a little guy on his birthday. You have to tell us the real name or they'll keep going. I refuse to further enable this slander. It was Spider Coven, with an X. Reese! How do you spell spider with an X? Goth willpower? You're kidding me. And they had this song that was called something like a rose baptism. I only remember the parts that weren't in French, but... No. Ahem, it went something like... No, this is traitorous. My own pupil betrays me. Ahem, trapped within my own mind. Something in French. My will dissolves to blood, the soul's red rind. Life is but a march towards death. Right, Graves? Graves isn't listening to us anymore. He's pacing around and mumbling in agony. How do you know all this, Reese? Graves and my dad went to college together. He went to their shows. You met your mother at one of them, if I recall. You have me to thank for your very existence, my boy. Ugh, don't put it like that. Everyone's laughing and having a good time. Even Graves is being a good sport. This is nice. I wonder how long they've been working together. They're all like a big family. Graves is a lot more charming than I thought. He knows how to work a crowd, at least. I'm starting to get it. I guess this is why nobody's all that mad at Graves, even though they're going through all this weird nonsense. He's kind of like everyone's weird but benevolent uncle. We all chat over dinner, then coffee, and before I know it, the sun's totally gone. How long have we been doing this? Shoot, I better get home to feed Mochi before he throws a fit. He gets real passive-aggressive when he's fed late. It is quite late. I'll take care of all the dishes and sundries, so please relax and prepare yourselves to face the day tomorrow. Yeah, I guess we all better get going, huh? Later. Mason's already headed out back. She barely even turns her head when she waves goodbye. Based. She's based for this. Alright, everybody. See you tomorrow. Time for me to go and advance the plot. Bye. Boy, it got late. The streetlights are on. I still sort of hate walking the back roads at night because they're kind of sparsely lit. I don't know why, but it just feels like a bad idea tonight. I decided to take the other way home. It's a bit longer, but the store lights are brighter once I get through this alley. Besides, it's pretty nice out. There's a lot of rusty junk on this street. Someone just dumped their crappy old bike here? Rude. How long has that been here? It looks like it's been around for years, but I don't remember seeing a messed up bike like that yesterday. I should be more observant. Graves should complain about someone. It doesn't make the walk to the cafe look that good to customers. I can't shake this creeping feeling clawing up my spine. This is a quiet neighborhood. I've never felt this. Something feels different. Off. Eerie. I haven't been getting much sleep lately. I could be imagining it. I don't know. All I know is I want to be home. There's one other person on the street. Doesn't look like he's going anywhere. What is he doing? This is a weird place to loiter. Is he lost? Should offer him directions. As I get closer, he whips his head up and stares me down with an intense gravity, threatening to root me in place and allowing the chill in my spine to sink in its claws. I sever eye contact and hurry on my way. Never mind, I shouldn't talk to him at all. Maybe I should have crossed the street to avoid this, because I seem to have his attention now. Out of the corner of my eye, when I pass, I see his head move to follow me. I walk faster. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, making things up, but I'm not about to stay and find out what his deal is. Yikes. I feel like he's still watching me, but I'm not going to look back to find out. I walk even faster. Yikes. Maybe I'm making a mountain out of a molehill here, but that was creepy. I'm gonna stick to the back streets after all. I better go take care of Mochi before he jumps through the window and attacks me for food. I head upstairs, and the rest of the night is pretty quiet. No more weirdos on the street, just the four-legged weirdo that lives in my apartment. But it turns out if I stuck around, I would have seen the man continue on his way. Would have seen him take that back alley all the way to the cafe. Would have seen him stare into the window of the cafe for a long time, then up to the third floor. Would have seen him leave a rusty handprint on the shutters of the building across the street. Graves pops in and out of the cafe like a stray cat over the next couple of weeks, never staying for long. I still don't know what he's doing when he's gone. The days come and go, and we settle into a routine. Everybody shows up and does their thing. I'm getting better at my job, and I'm getting better at some other stuff, too. Hey Mochi, check this out. Mochi opens one eye and thumps his tail down against the side of the couch. He I'm almost totally sure he understands me now somehow. Ugh. When I talk to him, it's not like I'm talking to a sentient pillow anymore. He actually acknowledges what I say and responds. It's not that weird to talk to your pets anyway, right? I mean, it's not like he's literally talking back to me. That would be weird. I set two cola cans next to each other and take a step back. You watching? You better be watching. Okay, here we go. I concentrate and cola cans flutter apart into long ribbons like potato peels. They collapse on each other and form a jumbled mess of aluminum. There's some soft crunching while the ball of soda can wobbles around a bit. Shapes begin to emerge from the ball of aluminum ribbons, arms, legs, ears. Then, before you know it, ta-da! A soda can sculpture of a cat. It's you! Mochi makes a little huffing noise, then closes his eyes. I set the cat sculpture aside with all the others. What, you don't think it looks like you? You're the worst audience. I'm gonna show this to the guys at the cafe. They'll appreciate it. I think I feel comfortable enough with my, magic, I guess I might as well call it, to bring it up to everybody. I can demonstrate it now, after all, so it's not like they have reason not to believe me. The real problem now is figuring how the heck to bring it up. I'm going to mull that one over a bit, but 1 or 2 days of planning isn't... I suppose a day or two more of planning won't hurt. I should start getting ready for work. I've had a couple days off and I've still been going in to hang out with everybody almost every day. What can I say? I really like everybody there. Some more than others. Okay, one especially more than others, but whatever. But again, first things first. We'll worry about the cat situation, then I'll worry about the cute co-worker situation. I grab my keys, smoosh my face into emojis to say goodbye, he hates it, and then head on my way. Mwah. He's just a little guy. I haven't seen any trace of that creepy guy since I saw him a while back, so I've started trying the other route to and from work when I need a change of scenery. It's not a great change, to be honest. There's still a lot of rusty junk lining this road, and it feels like I see more every time I come down this way. It's so deliberately placed that there's no way it isn't on purpose. There's a stack of old car parts that almost looks like a tower if you look at it the right way. It's almost artful. Today, though, there's a different addition to the walkway. Graves? He's right there, very much human, standing over the rusty, decrepit bike. He's so lost in thought, I wonder if he notices I'm even here. Graves? What's up? Oh, Avery. Just, assessing the litter around the cafe. Yeah, it looks like someone's been using this walkway as a trash dump. So they have. Do you think it's one of the shop owners around here? I know the culprit. The true matter is to properly deal with its disposal. That's not our job. If you know who it is, make them do it. Regretfully... I didn't read the rest of that. Regretfully, I do not believe we can stop him. He looks so serious. I mean, I can't blame him. This is an eyesore, and it's probably hurting business. What a jerk. Who is it? Nobody you know. Don't worry about it. Well, I guess if he's not gonna stop, we should just start cleaning it up. I'll help carry some of it. I roll up my hoodie sleeves and reach out to grab the rusty bike hand. Graves' hand. His fingers coiled tightly around my wrist, so quickly I didn't even see him move. Don't touch it. His eyes hold an intense, stern glow as his stare bores into me. For just a moment I feel that chill claw up my spine again. Okay. Sorry. Forgive me. It's too dangerous to do this without the correct procedure. You haven't learned enough yet. This is a lot more complicated than just picking up trash, huh? Please, don't worry about it. I can't help wondering if this is related to some other weird things I've seen around here, you know? I'd rather you just focus on the cafe and leave this to me. Please, don't worry about it. What's going on, Graves? I mean, what's really going on? He pauses for a second, like he's trying to figure out how to articulate his response. That corrosion eats more than just metal. You don't know the proper way to handle it, and I can't teach you quickly enough. He speaks carefully, like he's avoiding certain words he'd rather be using in his response. I've never heard of a rust that eats non-metal objects. Another pause. I'm sure there are a lot of things you've never heard of before reading about them. In a book, for instance. You do know about the book, I knew it. You left it there on purpose, didn't you? There is a certain organized chaos to my basement, yes. Why don't you just come out and say it? I have so many questions. I've told you, I can't. Is it because of the curse? The cat curse? Or is it because there are too many people around or something? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone unless you want me to. Tonight, after work. Stay after we close, I'll tell you what I'm able. Okay. It may take a while to work through my constraints. I'll order dinner for us and we can talk. Or try to, at least. Dinner alone with Graves, huh? 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 Let's be so heterosexual about this, guys. Guys, don't worry. Don't worry, this is gonna be... no, we're gonna say no homo after, don't worry. I need to go fiddle with my door just a hot sec. I've returned from the war, just a little bit gayer. Okay, that was officially all the checkpoints, so we're officially on the route and we don't have to fuck with any more guides. We are just living in it. Sure, no problem. Yeah. I truly am sorry for the mess, Avery. I'm not the one you should be apologizing to. Talk to the rest of the staff about that. Best case scenario, this will be dealt with soon and we can all forget about it. And if the best case doesn't happen, then we will have a new bridge to cross. Well, you best head in. Wouldn't want to be late, after all. You gonna write me up or something if I am? I don't think I'd need to after Finley got through with you making her open by herself. Shoot, you're right. Well, later. Till then. There isn't much time until we open, so I hurry off to the cafe. Oh, we got a dinner date with our mans. With our mans. AKA our boss, but our mans still. He can still be our mans and our boss. Avery, there you are. I was starting to get worried. Sorry, I got sidetracked on the way here. I ran into Graves. I guess talking to the boss counts as work. No, it doesn't. Graves couldn't keep hold of a topic if it was stapled to his hand. We hurriedly get to work, finishing pre-open setup. Though it doesn't really matter because it's a slow morning. Yeah, ADHD king. Truly. You'll love to see it. Though the first person to come through the front door isn't even a customer, it's Graves. Fancy meeting you here. You want some coffee? The usual? Not right now, thank you. Please, pay me no mind. I'll be in and out today. Maintenance work. Finally. The sink in the kitchen has been backing up something fierce lately. Not that kind of maintenance, my friend. Security improvements. He blows through the building and disappears through the back door as quickly as he arrived. Reese watches him go and takes a few wavering steps towards the door before deciding against it. Guess even Reese can't outboss the boss. Security improvements, huh? What the heck is that supposed to mean? That was weird. Well, back to work, huh? Yeah. It's hard to focus on work when I can see Graves pacing back and forth in front of the big glass storefront. Luckily, it's a slow day, so I can excuse myself every so often to peek in on him. I think I just saw him bury something under a loose tile. At one point, I dipped my head out to see what he's doing, and he's just standing there, staring at a wall, tracing a picture on it with his finger. I'm sure he's just doing it to look busy, but then I catch a glimpse of something like light reflecting off a piece of metal on the wall itself. It flashes for a moment and then it's gone. Maybe I'm seeing things. Maybe he's doing something to the building. Something arcane, I guess. But even if he is, why? Why is he so suddenly concerned with security? Is he setting like a magic anti-theft alarm or something? Or is it something more sinister? I can't help but think about his weird behavior this morning and his focus on the rust piles. Something must be coming. Something as serious as the cat curse. If he's just gonna leave us in the dark, I gotta do something. It's time I finally talk to someone about the magic, the book, the curse, everything. Sir, we're gonna be talking to him. We're gonna just be patient. I don't know who we're gonna talk to, because we've only been trying to talk to Graves. Hello? Oh! Oh! Oh, gay people. Never mind, gay people. We win these. Gay people. I have to help him. Nobody else can, just me and my idiot trash magic. Oh, Avery. I love your trash magic. Your trash magic is so good. Let's save here. There we go. I love your idiot trash magic. I'm glad we talked, because I don't see him around for the rest of the day. If I didn't know better, I'd think he'd run off. Where does he go? He lives here. Like so many other days at this weird cafe, my thoughts revolve around Graves. No thoughts, head empty, only gay, only gay. Only gay thoughts in this little head. His little itty-bitty empty head. I love this little man. This is kind of... What are you thinking about? Other men? Usually I can focus myself by diving into work, but today I screwed up like 3 different orders. Maybe I'm just nervous about having dinner with him tonight. Yeah? Yeah? You're nervous about your gay little dinner, you gay little gay man? Huh? I need to inform. Here, I'm gonna... There. They have been added. Had to just do my little Technoblade loud typing into mic for a hot sec there. Maybe I'm just nervous about having dinner with him tonight. Why? I see that weird goth all the time. Nothing like or describing the object of your affections in your own head as that weird goth. Oh my god. Gay people. It's natural. Anyone would be nervous talking one-on-one with their boss. I knock over a whole cup of espresso. Okay, Gray. Seriously, stop. Avery, can I see you a sec? God, Finley noticed. That's it for me. Now the whole cafe is gonna know. Yeah, sure. She beckons me over. You okay? You really out of it. Oh yeah, stream delay from getting a Discord message. You're really out of it. Need to go home? Not feeling well? Oh, no, I'm fine. I just thinking about Graves. What? Chaos, this is what you are when me and you're Finley in a situation of like about Graves and me, and I'm just here like gay people, gay people, gay people. I see you peeking out of the window like you're waiting for your sailor to come home. I don't get it. Of course you don't. It's just... It's been bothering me. I know he's up to something. I need to find out what. He's up to property management, that's what. Now relax, take a break, go play with some cats. Mama Finley's got this. Okay. Gay people, gay people, gay people. I resist the urge to spend my break snooping around Graves's again. There's no need for that now. I can't just stalk the man I'm about to have a dinner date with. We can't do this. We're better than this, Avery. We're like a little bit better than this. Am I like dressed okay for dinner with Graves? With my boss? Ugh, no, stop. Think about something else for 5 minutes of your life. Think about, I don't know, that Let's Play you were watching the other day. That was pretty cool, right? Avery watches Let's Players, what a fucking freak. I can't imagine watching someone play a video game instead of playing it yourself. How pathetic. The door opens, probably a customer. Oh, hey there. Oh, gay people are so winning. This is how gay people win. This is how we get gay rights. Pay no mind to this old ghost. Consider me invisible. Damn it, Graves, I'm trying to not think about you. I've spent so much time wondering where he is, and now I'm wondering why he's here. If he doesn't call for Hayes like he does when he's making a pit stop for his caffeine refuel. Instead, he drifts upstairs. And there he is, right in front of me. I can't keep my eyes off him. He knows his way around the espresso machine, enough that I find myself wondering why he doesn't actually do it himself. I catch him glancing back at me. I busy myself by reading my phone. 624, check 35. Ugh. I'm not even safe looking at the calculator. I peek up again. Our eyes meet. Oh my god, he was looking at the fucking calculator. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I can't. Oh god. Wow. Gay people, huh? See you tonight. No grandstanding, just a smile. A smile? That jerk? And I've got the nerve to smile back. The day listlessly drags along. There aren't even any customers. I kill time by throwing crumpled paper over the balcony and giving myself points when one of the cats bat one out of midair. So far I've got 0 points, but I've got high hopes for Ein. Everyone fucking knows I've got the hots for the boss. I hate it here. I hate it here. They're all like, listen, we all had this phase. You need to chill, Avery. Oh my god, I can't cope with this. Oh boy. Avery, if you're going to play around, go home. If you're gonna talk to me, come up here instead of shouting from the ground floor. Ooh, close one from Marina. Not today, Boss Jr. Got a meeting after work. Interviewing around already? Oh no, here, with Graves, Big Boss. I can't even read the look on his face from here. He squares his shoulders and turns away. Shunsuke wiggles, sprints, leaps, and... No good. Better look next time. What a high-powered business person you are. At least make yourself useful and refill the napkin holders. It's hard to hear him when he's facing away from me, but I think that's more or less what he said. Stop throwing paper and clean this up, CEO Avery. Yeah. Okay. I've never polished the same table so many times in my life, but in time, eternity ends. Night finally arrives, because I'm gay. I'm gay people thinking about... gay. One by one, the others leave. Then it's just me and Graves. Sir? Sir? Hello? This is not how normal people talk. This is not how you heterosexually talk to people. Please. I'm losing my mind. Imagine playing this with like oh god. Imagine playing this and thinking Avery's a girl and everything, like wild. There's no heterosexual explanation for this. I'm losing my mind, okay? This is even worse than seeing Asmodeus, the gay boy. Oh boy. Okay, I can do voices. I can say things in voices. We got this. We can do this. We meet again. This is probably the most I've seen you in one day. Huh, yes, and I do apologize. I hope we can reach an understanding. Yeah, you said dinner, right? 'Cause I'm starving. I concur. Dinner is ready. Will you accompany me upstairs? Sure. I haven't spent much time up here at night. Of course, he's got moody lighting. I hope he doesn't read in this. He'll strain his eyes. You'll have to forgive me for inviting you here. I do prefer entertaining in the cafe, but given the confidential nature of our subject, I felt it more appropriate to have the discussion here. Yep, confidential. Totally get it. Dinner alone with the boss in his apartment. That's fine. Please, have a seat. He beckons me towards the pleather stools lining his tiny little kitchen. I sink into the seat. It's a lot cushier than I expected. He sits at the stool next to me? Okay. What delicious, fancy-looking pasta. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. Oh, gay people. I do apologize for these lackluster accommodations. I've grown accustomed to a bachelor's life, and I've never quite managed a proper dining table. Bachelor's life, huh? So Graves is single. Guess he isn't running off on clandestine dates whenever he's not here. Oh please, I eat all of my meals on the couch. This is way nicer. And for ordering takeout, I must confess I'm not a terribly accomplished chef. Come on, Graves, I live on this stuff. I can boil eggs and rice, and that's about it. A hearty meal indeed. But I'm glad. I didn't think you'd mind, but I felt it prudent to warn you. I'm kind of surprised. I thought you lived on foie gras with your secret live-in chef. Oh no, never. Dreadful stuff. I don't eat meat. Aren't cats obligate carnivores? That would pose quite the conundrum if I were truly a cat. Tofu foie gras, then. Tofu gras? I don't know how you envision me, but I have simple tastes. Good. I couldn't eat that either. I'm also kind of surprised you don't cook your meals with magic or something. Might as well put it all out there now, right? He catches my eye and softly laughs. Never quite got the hang of that. I'm not meant for culinary His voice dies like someone turned his volume down. He heaves a dry cough against his elbow. You okay? Pardon me. I forget myself. I've acclimated myself to avoiding certain words or turns of phrase, yet I cannot help being foolishly human from time to time. Certain words or phrases? Is that what you meant before? My need to work within constraints, yes. Much of the standard vernacular has fallen prey to blight. Been ejected from my jargon, if you will. Yeah, like what? The one I just attempted to say. What, magic? You've definitely used it before. This is where I must redirect your attention to turns of phrase. I have become well acquainted with my thesaurus and navigating alternate phrases. He neglected to place a simple embargo on most synonyms, likely because he didn't think to learn them. He? He who? He who The breath is strangled from him like a pair of violent hands squeeze around his neck. He coughs and clears his throat, determined to finish. Ahem. He who confounded me, bedeviled me, left me opposite of blessed? I don't suppose I should be surprised that worked. You're cursed. Who would do that? Why? To answer would run me through the corroded barbs by which I am bound. I regret that synonyms and superfluous diction only accomplish so much. But I am capable of discussion pertaining to the how. That, my dear, is why I called you here. Is this guy also the one that cursed everybody else? Well, no. So it was you. Anger boils up in my gut. Why am I here? All this time I was so sure it was him, and the second I gave him the benefit of the doubt, I pushed the blade away and moved to get up. He wraps his long fingers around my wrist and holds me in place. Avery, please wait. I would not have done it if I didn't believe it was necessary. He stares into my eyes. I see fire. Ice. Desperation. What? That's so weak. The arcane world is rife with danger. Newbie killers who annihilate adepts and fletchlings for sport. He is one of them. Once he set his sights on this cafe, I had to do something. So you turn them into cats? To other users, they appear quite like familiars. It's a simple disguise, a mere glamour. I don't buy that for a second. Perhaps not, but you are not these prospective killers. You stuck them with a curse they can't break. Dissolving the condition is fairly simple. But it obviously isn't. Everyone's still cursed. You are proof of my assertion. What do you mean, proof? Do you recall when we spoke about the M word? Do you remember what I told you? I just won't sit down. Even when I do, he doesn't let go. I try not to stare at his hand while we talk. Something something magic in the act of creation, right? There it is. Oh my god, are you also cursed from giving straightforward answers? The book, Avery. It was in the book. Was there a spell? If there was, I did it by accident. It's not a singular, it's the entirety. You need to discover your inspiration, and you did so quite admirably. But my magic is trash. Not as a value judgment, literally trash. How is that my inspiration? I was inspired much the same way. Well, during my second foray into creative endeavors. I salvaged scrap metal for a living and discovered I had, let's say, a knack. I leveraged that into sculpture, and it served me quite well. That's where all those came from. These sculptures are from quite some time ago. I lost my knack. Robbed of it, one could say. Someone took your magic? He perverted it quite badly. You've seen his handiwork. I have? The, metal corrosion. Stay away from derelict metal, Avery, as far away as you can. It means he's near. Graves hasn't touched his food. I don't want mine anymore either. This is hard enough to digest. What do you expect me to do? To say? You put a curse on everybody and then come to me for a favor? What do you want? I feel his hand clasp around mine. It's so cold. I want to look away, but the touch of cool fingertips against the bottom of my chin forces me to freeze. I don't react as he gently tilts my face toward his. Help me, Avery. Please. I'm not enough. It occurs to me as I listen. I'm not looking at the face of a mastermind witch. There isn't much distance between us, but Graves implores me silently from inside a void. An expression that says an abyss would be preferable. Those can end. He flinches away as if touching me has harmed him. That was inappropriate. I'm sorry for my misconduct. I didn't bring you here to coerce you. I think it's more inappropriate how hard my heart's pounding. No, it's... I don't know how I could help with this weird wizard battle, but I can at least, hear you out. Avery. Thank you. A sympathetic ear is more than I've had for longer than I'd like to recall. So, talk. But I'm gonna eat. This pasta's getting cold. Be my guest. All these synonyms in this formal speech are exhausting when I'm hungry and overwhelmed. So I focus on dinner. I'm a bit surprised when he follows suit. He eats pasta. Still kinda thought he might be a vampire. What, might I ask? It's so funny. Oh, I was thinking. This changes my image of you as some vampiric dungeon master. Vampiric? Oh dear, is that how you see me? Yeah, I mean, dude, you quoted Poe at me. You have skeletons in your basement, actual literal skeletons. Your birthday is probably Halloween. November 1st, dreadfully enough. Off by a day. See? I suppose it would help even less to tell you I once was a vampiric dungeon master. What? No. High school. I formed a group to play the role-playing game Dracula's Rondo. No. Oh, yes. No, did you wear a cape? And fangs. I amassed quite the Dracula costume. I wear it every Halloween. You dark child, you emissary of the night. And Graves laughs, actually laughs, a deep, throaty chuckle that raises the hairs on the back of my neck. But it's not bad. I've typecasted myself. Old habits die hard. You know, that's where Dracula got her name, too. I adored my troops so much that they became her namesake. You've had Dracula since high school? More or less. Wow. We need to talk more about things besides magic. I like this. I'm afraid I've never been much of a conversationalist, but please, we both know that's blatantly false. Yeah, Graves is a little old. He's a bit of a dilf, maybe even a silver fox, if you will. My man's could be in his 40s. Foiled again. This is way better. We joke and banter while we eat. It's the most relaxed I've felt in a while. When we finish, Graves takes the plates. He refuses to my offer to help. Good, 'cause I only did it to look good. He opens a tiny fridge-looking thing next to his regular fridge. Inside, 4 stacked bottles. Care for some wine? Oh, I'm only 19. 19? I had no idea. Ooh boy, this is a time, ooh man. Because I'm so mature? Something of that persuasion, yes. Yeah, we can have coffee. I swear, half my diet now is coffee and tea. I'm gonna turn into one of those people who get headaches without their morning caffeine. Graves has one of those fancy coffee makers that probably cost a lot of money. Yeah, Graves, please. Their magic is trash. The only reason Graves thinks that Avery is in any way mature is because Graves has only seen Avery like 5 times. It looks like an improved version of the one Aunt Wendy has, the one I never bothered with aside from heating water for ramen. He motions to the carafe. I better not. I should get home and feed Mochi. He's gonna be hangry soon, and then I've gotta get some sleep since I've got morning shift tomorrow. If only there was someone here who could do something about that schedule. A manager, or an owner, perhaps. What? No! I don't want special treatment. That's gonna look weird. You'll be receiving some regardless. You may have passed the challenge, but you have much more to learn. Yeah? What are you gonna do? I'd like you to teach the others. Why can't you? You started this. Go fix it. I promise you, I wouldn't ask if I believed myself capable of reaching them. Huh. You, on the other hand, I'd love to teach you more, and to be frank, I believe I need to. No one would mistake you for a familiar. Well, that doesn't sound ominous, but okay, yeah, whatever. Let's do this. Excellent. We shall reconvene after work. Yeah, sure, I don't have any plans tomorrow. It's a date. Not like that. Well, allow me to see you out. Graves walks me to the entrance. Alas, I must deny myself the pleasure of walking you home tonight. There are eyes on us, and I'd rather their owner not assume I've taken a special interest. Special interest? What does that mean? The whole magic witch thing, right? Of course. He holds the door. Such a gentlemanly goth. A gothly gentleman. Take care. Night. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, we had a fucking dinner date, oh my god, I need to go, I'm gonna go and grab another drink, because I'm out of sparkling water, okay, oh my god. I've returned with my sparkling water. Oh boy, that was an experience. That was some gay shit. We sat there and ate pasta. He's a vegetarian. He's a vegetarian. What the fuck? We're already learning new things about our mans. He's a vegetarian. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gay people. Oh man. Okay, thanks. Thanks, Windows. Anyway. I'm more confused than I was. I was so sure he was this evil overlord with plans to take over the city or something, but now... I don't know what to think. He's been haunting my thoughts the whole time I've worked here. It's been non-stop analyzing his grandiose gestures, his turns of phrase, that crooked smile, and then he just throws it all on the table like a side salad. Tells me over dinner with candles and stuff. What the hell? And I liked it. I mean, the curse stuff pisses me off, but I don't know. Nothing is like I thought. Something's still off, it's just... I don't believe he could have faked the desolation I saw when he turned to my face and looked into my eyes. My head's spinning. I'm actually excited to come back tomorrow night. Grave is so different when we're alone. He's so calm, so subdued, gentle. Like he doesn't have to put on a show for me. Yeah, Avery's down so extremely bad. Avery is down atrociously. Avery is, like, so down. And so... down so bad. Down horribly. Down horrifically. Down terribly. He's down so bad that I would have to go and find Graves' thesaurus to go and find every single word for bad. Losing my mind. Like he doesn't have to put on a show for me. When he talks to me in that soft, low voice, it feels like his words have only ever been meant for me. Oh boy, this is some gay shit. These feelings, they're gay ones. I'm losing my mind. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh boy, I am about to fan my face like a southern belle. Oh man. This man, I'm about to clutch my damn pearls. Oh boy. This boy, this man's. Cat boys? No, cat men. I see an ankle in Victorian times and faints. Yeah, I need my fainting couch. I need to go out to the seaside for my health. I'm getting the vapors. I'm gonna come down with a consumption or something. I'm gonna lose it. Feels like his words have only ever been meant for me. It makes my spine tingle. It makes my heart race. Oh god. I've got a crush on my boss. My suspicious, eccentric, idiosyncratic, LARPing, elegant, handsome boss. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? I can't just ask him out. I'm not even 100% convinced I can trust him. I only 65% trust him at best. What if he's, like, trying to seduce me with his stupid mismatched eyes, or his stupid elegant hands, or his stupid smooth voice? No, no, no. Stop it. Speaking out loud helps. If I'm thinking of something, then I tell myself to stop. It's like reprimanding myself for doing the thing I shouldn't be doing. Nope, nope, nope. It's your boss. Don't even bother. It's late, though. Most people are already home, and the only people who have to worry about hearing this are currently cats. Cats who have no reason to hang around here. Well, now. That doesn't sound so good. A voice saws through the alley. A voice saws through the alley, low and rough, and not only around the edges, but everywhere else. It sounds like it's been dragged through gravel, or covered in rust. Why don't you come and tell me all about it? It's good to talk about to talk these things out. He steps forward. It's him, the guy from before. Yeah, usually there's a day after, and then you get the second, date or, event with the character, but now we don't. We truly are on some different shit now. I walk faster. Aw, come on, kitten. You ain't gotta worry. Me and your boss, we go way back. I can help you. Sorry, no clue who you are. What you mean, no clue? You mean to tell me he don't talk about his old pal Nacht? Nacht? Am I reading this wrong, or does he want me to say yes? This is weird. I'll ask Graves about him later. We don't really talk about personal stuff, but I get the impression there's a lot of things he can't talk about. I drop the hint to feel him out. A lot happens in a second. His eyes sparkle like a lighter low on fuel. There's no flame in them, but a sneer rakes itself over his face. Then it's gone. It's him. I turn away from him and find myself facing him. It's like I never moved. My apartment has never felt further away. I gotcha. You think he's got a reason for not talking. Gonna hurt my feelings like that. I'm a real softie. Look, why don't you come by tomorrow and talk to him? I bet he'd be happy to see an old friend. Nah, don't like crowds, you know? Like to keep it intimate. Wouldn't know about that, would ya? 'Cause your relationship's professional. Whoa, what? What are you talking about? Come on now, you know what? Don't be playing games. I'm not. Then you got nothing to hide, yeah? So it's fine if I ask some friendly little questions, like how he's doing, or why you're leaving his place so late. Bye? I run. Whew, look at that. Damn kids don't know nothing about small talk. I don't hear anyone behind me, but I don't check either. I can't make myself stop running until I've slammed my door. Only after I've locked and deadbolted it do I look through the peephole to search for movement in the dark, but it's only a moment before I turn my back and slump against it. Any longer feels like I'm begging for a jump scare. My rabbit heart can't take it. Not now. It was him. I know it. The guy who did it, the shadow lurking over Graves. I sink to the floor and hug my legs to my chest. Mochi is surprisingly understanding. He pads forward and gives my hand an insistent headbutt. Mochi. I'm in over my head. I should have never come to the city. I need to warn Graves. Once I catch my breath, I have to call him. I let my head fall against the door, squeeze my eyes shut, and take deep breaths. Mochi climbs into my lap, aggressively purring and making biscuits. I fish my phone out of my pocket. Oh. I don't know Graves' number. Hell, I don't even know if he has a cell phone. The cafe has a phone, I'll hear that. I call it, but nobody picks up. I call again and again, as many times as it'll take. Hello? Graves! Graves, I've never been happier you've installed an answering machine. You never installed an answering machine? It just feels so impersonal. What's wrong? Something must be if you're calling. Who's knocked? The line falls deadly quiet. Did the call drop? There's a shaky exhale on the other end. I'll be right there. Don't go anywhere. Under no circumstances should you open the door for anyone else. Okay, but... Click. Crap. Feels like hardly a minute passes when I hear the knock. Avery? I'm here. Are you alright? Is it really you? I mash my face against the peephole. It looks and sounds like him, but who knows? There's probably spells for that. If Graves can turn into a cat, Nacht can turn into Graves. Astute. How about I recall something of which we'd spoken in confidence? Yeah, but make it good. My Dracula's Rondo character was named Lord Ashenfall Ravensworth. That's the most Graves thing I've ever heard in my life. I throw the door open. Relief floods through me. I kind of feel like crying. He looks over my shoulder and then leans in and gives me a crooked, reassuring smile. I cram a smile onto my face. Think about Lord Ravensworth. Okay, you're lying. There's no way anyone would admit that. Quite right. Perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear his true name, but let's save that for another time. May I come in? Can't enter a house unless invited? I've heard about that, Alucard. Vampires are quite polite. Hurry up and come on in. Thank you, His face falls in shock. He looks around, mouth agape. Good God, we must leave immediately. Huh? He takes me by the shoulders, facing me towards him. Are you hurt? Were you here when it happened? I think he's checking me for injuries. This isn't good. My heart's gonna stop. What happened? he thinks we were fucking someone broke and entered into our house because it's such a fucking trash pit. I hate it here. I hate it here. This is so fucking good. You didn't tell me your apartment was breached. I never imagined he'd stoop so low, breaking and entering. What? Avery, your apartment has been ransacked. Oh, jeez, I hadn't considered what this messy-ass apartment would look like to a neat freak. All the trash I'd learned to ignore suddenly leaped back to attention. Kinda wish Nacht had killed me to spare the embarrassment. Oh, I don't know how to put this. No, it looks like that all the time. Oh, my apologies. Wow, Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? What happened with He coughs, as if I need any more confirmation. What happened? He asked about you. Said he was an old friend. I thought, if he was your friend, why is he following me at night instead of coming to the cafe during the day? Yeah, Graves is having a damn bitch you live like this moment. Graves, go and have your fucking midlife crisis. I'm having my quarter life crisis. Fuck you. I'm having my 5th life crisis. I'm at 1/5 through my life. You can't do this to me. You're quite observant. I like that about you. Anyway, yeah, I just left. Don't think he followed me, but I don't know. That's the 2nd time I've seen him while coming home, so... 2nd time? I bite my lip and nod. Graves looks fit to kill. You and your cat should stay with me. At your place? Of course. So many different impossibilities and intentions zoom through my mind. My couch pulls into quite a comfortable daybed. I can sleep there if you'd prefer the bedroom. No, the couch is fine with me. Crashing at my suspicious, handsome boss's place is one thing, but crashing in his bed is... My heart's under enough stress as it is. But yeah, let me pack some things and take a shower. I feel really sweaty after that run-in. I'll speak with Mochi. He needs to know what's happening. I'm like 0% surprised you can talk to him. Oh, and he hates travel. Can you talk to him about that too? Of course. Okay, I'll be like 10 minutes. Losing my fucking mind. Losing my goddamn mind. We're going to live with him. This is the gayest shit. They're doing the fucking lesbian thing of moving in immediately. They're U-Haul lesbians now. Graves the he-him lesbian we all deserved in life. I think best in the shower. I need this time to settle my mind and sort my thoughts out. I stare at the tile wall and let water pour over me for as long as I think I can without worrying Graves. I just need to not think about anything for like 5 minutes. I don't even bother drying my hair. I get dressed, shovel a few of my favorite outfits, dirty or clean, back into my duffel, take a deep breath, and head out to face Graves. That's our mans. That's our mans. Look at our mans. What? What? Am I in the same apartment? Where'd the trash go? The dirty laundry? The dishes? Oh, huh. In retrospect, I should have asked for your permission. You did this? That's correct. My apologies. You're sorry for cleaning up my mess? Why? Holy crap, did you vacuum? I didn't even hear the machine. There are enchantments. It takes no time at all. I'll make sure it's the first trick I teach you. I'm not gonna worry about vacuuming while I'm being chased by a rusty witch. I suppose that should be everything. Shall we depart? Wait, we gotta wrangle Mochi. He's gonna be tough. If you corral him and I pounce with the carrier... No need. Isn't that right, my new friend? This man. Oh, this man. I love him so much. Graves lifts Mochi's carrier. Where the hell did he find that? And shows off his portly Persian prize. Hmm? Mochi, how did you do that? I asked. Now, Mochi, remember what we discussed? This must be conducted with the utmost discretion. I must ask your silence. Yes, yes, as we agreed. What'd he say? He enjoys the idea of sharing a can of tuna with the Countess. He'd share it with the devil if it meant he got canned tuna. I don't enjoy the idea that Mochi and Graves can talk. Mochi definitely has dirt on me. I stare him down the carrier, hoping it gets my message through to him somehow. If you spill the kibble about me, I'll leave you in the cafe forever. Of course he doesn't get it. He curls into a ball and closes his eyes. I know you're ignoring me, jerk. Before we depart, I'd like to say I'm sorry. My lack of foresight was irresponsible. Huh? I wouldn't have let you leave today had I known he'd approached you. I hadn't thought... Graves' expression hardens, sturdy and grim like a solemn statue in a cemetery. I don't suppose it matters what I thought. I'll not make the same mistake again. Look, Lord Ravensworth, it's okay. I think I see his stony expression crack. Not much, but a little. I mean, it freaked me out, but nothing actually happened other than me getting a lot of exercise. I truly appreciate you. Thank you. Now then, I'm ready when you are. Yeah, ready. I sling my bag over my shoulder and make a quick mental list of everything I should have packed, then a quick prayer for what I inevitably forgot. We're moving in already. And boy, do we hustle. Graves moves like he's on a covert mission. He's got a long, smooth stride that's difficult to match. I do my best, but I think even Landry would have a hard time keeping up. The duffel hits my back with every jogging step. By contrast, Mochi's carrier hardly jostles in Graves' arms. I'm a bit jealous. I see a glint of something down the side street, something metal. It's probably my mind playing tricks, but I pick up my pace to make sure I don't fall behind. Oh my god, gay people. I've learned a lot today, but the most enlightening thing has been discovering there's a whole damn back entrance to Graves' apartment. An entire set of stairs down there around the back leads right up to the back door. And I've been working here for how long? At least now I know how he gets in without any of us noticing. I drop my bag on the floor. It lands with a thud. Graves is much more gentle, setting Mochi down. Dracula, we have a guest. Aww. Now, Mochi, before I let you out, let me stress again. Countess Dracula is a lady of distinction. It is of utmost importance you treat her with respect. I trust you'll be a gentleman, yes? Aww. Fantastic. Graves unleashes the beast. Mochi creeps his way out of the carrier. Dracula looks him down with considerable disdain. They'll be fine. Now, let's get you settled. Oh yeah. And that's how I ended up crashing at my boss's. Graves buries me beneath blankets and pillows, each of some thread count number that's exponentially higher than anything I own. I feel like I'm sleeping in butter. Not in a good way. Or in a good way, not a gross way. Even after, or because of, all the weirdness, I sleep really hard. I don't sleep late, though. Not in the way that the sun... I don't sleep late, though. No, not with the way the sun affronts my senses at the crack of dawn. It's like getting slapped in the face with morning. I roll over and check my phone. 5:30? Come on, I didn't know they made sun this early. Ugh, I have morning shift today. Ugh. I know that I'm gonna fall asleep just in time for my alarm to go off, so I roll myself out of my blanket cocoon and onto the floor. Ugh, I want coffee. I glance over at Graves' kitchen. His fancy-looking coffee maker stares me down, challenging me. His bedroom door is closed. I bet he's still asleep. That jerk doesn't work mornings ever, does he? Luckily, I know another place to get free coffee. This is the earliest I've ever been at work. Feels weird to come down here when there's nobody here but cats. Feels weirder to just wander down here for morning coffee like it's the living room of my house. I'm not gonna touch the espresso machine. That's Hayes' territory, and I think he might kill me if I mess with it. He may look sweet and quiet, but I remember that look he gave me when I was waiting for my job interview. There's a drip pot in the kitchen. I know how to use that. Also, my stash of chocolate peppermint creamer is in the work fridge, as long as Finley didn't use it. I shamble into the kitchen, still half asleep. Please tell me Mason's here. I almost make it to the drip pot before I hear it. Her. Surly. Shoot. Nice pajamas. Huh, thanks. Oh god, oh scandal. I didn't think anyone else would be here, but of course Mason gets to work early. She's probably thinking all kinds of things. Oh no, Avery, you're gonna make it worse, no! Avery, Mason's not one to talk. Just fucking let her think her thoughts and leave her alone, please, for the love of God, Avery. Oh, and, it's not what it looks like, okay? Nothing weird. I'm crashing here on a couch, not a bed, for normal reasons. That fixes it. Didn't see anything. Gonna get coffee and then get dressed. It's the most excruciatingly awkward coffee run I've made in my life. I don't even need it anymore. That woke me up. I grab my cup, only because it'd be weirder to leave empty-handed and escape back upstairs. Oh, this poor little man. Oh my god. And then Graves is gonna see. Oh my god, I hate it here. Graves is in the kitchen. He's brewing coffee. Of course. Oh, we're of one mind. You didn't have to go downstairs for that. Nope, I didn't. Nope. I've made myself the scandal of the cafe, and for no good reason? Great, good. But hey, it's Mason, right? She's not a gossip, it'll be fine. Her best friend is Finley. But the looks I get, they know. Finley keeps glancing over. God, if Mason told Finley, I'm sure everyone else knows by now too. Traitor. Nobody says anything, but I can feel their eyes burning holes in my back. I know I'm not just imagining things, I'm sure. The workday comes and goes. I don't see Graves at all. I guess he's off doing whatever he does. It's probably better that way. I'm a mess. When my shift's over, I escape upstairs. It's still early. If I was home, I'd take a nap, but right now, I don't know. That's gonna look weird if someone else comes up. Mochi and Dracula are sound asleep in the cat castle. Mochi's taken up top perch, like he's Dracula's guard. It's cute. I'm jealous that they get to sleep wherever and whenever they want. It's good I didn't decide to act like that. Act on that. Someone does come up. Oh, Avery. Ah, crap, I didn't want him poking around my business. Reese looks at the pile of neatly folded blankets and the explosion of clothes in and around my duffel bag. Graves told me you'd be staying. Problems with your apartment? Problems with the surrounding area. Right. You know? Reese sits on the couch. He spreads out like he owns the place, taking his sweet time settling in to look down his nose at me. What's with the attitude, buddy? Of course. I know a lot about Graves. I know someone's been plaguing him for quite some time. I think I know who it is. Nacht? What? Who? Oh, never mind. Maybe I'm wrong. This is poor timing for him to bring on another apprentice, but he insists. You'll study under me first to ease his burden. You've got a lot of catching up to do. What, you're a witch too? And Graves' apprentice? I mean, he put some things into perspective, but he didn't have to be so snotty about it. Try to keep up. Why are you cursed too? It's complicated. There's so much to remember. Maybe we could work together, you know? You could show me some of the basics and I'll help you break the curse. I can do that myself, thank you. I'll keep studying the basics. Then we can talk to Graves, okay? Whatever. Don't think being accepted as apprentice means you two are close. What the hell? I'm gonna go for a walk. Graves isn't gonna be back until later. You don't know that? Yeah, probably not. But I should stretch my legs. Reese is like, that's my father figure. That's my fucking father figure. Don't Don't steal him. I'm the only one who gets pseudo-adopted by him. Only one of us can be turned into a cat by him. I know walking around by myself is the worst thing I could be doing right now, but I'd rather deal with Nacht than get needled by Reese any longer. What's his deal? Is he jealous? Of what? Me? There has to be some other reason. Why does he care? It's not like I'm gonna take his place as prime trash apprentice. I walk in circles behind the cafe so long I expect to see a dirt path worn by my feet. Avery? What are you doing? Aw, shoot. Getting some air. Being on lockdown doesn't mean I'm under house arrest. I didn't go anywhere, just wandered around out here. I wish you wouldn't. He's possessed by the audacity. He's possessed the audacity to approach the cafe before. Yeah, I get it. I also possess some audacity. Right now I'll audaciously ask if you want to order dinner again. I hadn't considered it, but if you have any ideas... Pizza. I should have guessed. Very well. My treat. Thank you for taking me dinner. Yeah. When we go upstairs, Reese is gone. Good, I'm not sure what would happen if he was still here. It's just us and this amazing looking pie. Pretty shocked Graves doesn't eat pizza with a silver fork and knife. He does that thing where he blots it with a napkin. We don't talk much. I don't ask where he was. After dinner, he lectures me the best he can about the basics of witching. Yikes. I see what he meant when he said he didn't think he could teach the others. It's hard to follow with that many synonyms and euphemisms. My eyelids droop. I look around for something else to catch my attention. Look at those two affectionate cat lumps. Is Dracula grooming Mochi? She is! Oh my god, look at him, all belly up and purring. He's on cloud 9. This is too cute. I gotta get a photo. Gay people, gay people, gay people. Graves notices and puts the book down. He sits next to me on the couch. They've become fast friends. I'm surprised. He doesn't get along with other cats. Dracula has an infectious personality, just like her mother, though she's become more curmudgeonly in her old age than her dear old mum. Dear old mum, that's so cute. You've had Dracula since high school, right? Do you have any pictures? I do. Just a moment. Oh my god, he has them in a physical photo album. He gets up from the sofa and pulls a slim photo album from his bookshelf. He sits down a lot closer than he was before. Not that I'm paying attention to that sort of thing. Here we are. A tiny Dracula. A Draculette, if you will. Oh my god. Marry me. Imagine. Someone else who does the fucking a Draculette, if you will. Oh my god. I'm so gay. He chuckles and rumbles low in his throat like a cat's purr. I try to figure out something else to bring up besides how distracting his laugh is, so I flip the page in the photo album. The next page is a black cat with odd eyes. That looks familiar. Is that you? You've got a lot of photos of yourself around here. Must be good for the ego. That's not me, believe it or not. But you do turn into a cat that looks like that, right? I do. But this photo is from before I discovered my He coughs. Pardon. My knack. That's Midnight, my first cat. Midnight? That's surprisingly tame, yet still on brand. Well, I was only 8. He looks like you. More appropriately, I look like him. He informed my cat form. I didn't think you got to choose. I remember Finley asking me what breed of cat I thought I'd end up. Those are different circumstances. No, this is my knack. I may shape it however I please. Here's when I was the tiny Dracula. Oh my god! Look at him! He's so small! Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. His eyes were like a pale blue because he's fucking. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm losing my fucking mind. Look at him. Look at him. That's my able. That's. Oh no, this is too cute. Look at him, so young, so happy, so normal. Oh, what the hell? You are wearing contacts right now, aren't you? What do you mean? Your eyes are both blue here. You're trying to pull off some aesthetic, aren't you? Oh, that. I'm not wearing contacts. My eyes changed color after I developed. That's like the fakest thing I've ever heard. Have I ever missiled you? I poke him hard in the ribs. He doubles forward, clutching his chest like he's been wounded. Oof. Alright, I promise you I'm not lying. Yeah, Avery, your eyes are fucking purple. Your hair is naturally white. What's... Sir. Sir. I promise I am not lying. Here, see for yourself. He leans in close, dangerously close, to rest his forehead against mine. He looks me in the eyes. Too close. Way too close. See? Can't see the rim of a contact, can you? My throat goes dry. I actually squeak. I think it's the sound of my heart getting enough traction to crawl out of my mouth. Nope, don't see anything. It lasts too long, an eternity. I feel his breath when he huffs a tiny laugh. He leans back, apparently satisfied, and unaware that he's damn near killed me. That's settled then. Like I was checking. He could have been wearing sunglasses for all I know. Like cat magic. Credits due to the cats in the photo. That's Midnight right there. The black cat? No. I felt I should prove I named him in earnest. Unlike the white cat I named Rainbow, but I digress. He carefully slips his fingers between the plastic sleeve of the album and fishes the photo out. He flicks it against his eyes a few times and lowers his gaze to the ground. I wonder what he's thinking about. Obviously it's something important. The therapy cats meant a lot to me, especially Midnight. Therapy cats? I wasn't much for conversation as a child, too frightened to talk. I was enrolled in a program where I would read to cats. The idea was speaking to them would bolster my confidence. It changed my life. That's really sweet. I didn't know they did stuff like that. Why don't you do that here? Oh, I'm not one for children. I like them. You know, I never told anybody about that. That you don't like kids? About my first cat. Oh? Perhaps that's why I enjoy taking care of strays. I feel like I'm returning the favor. Now look at me, taking in stray apprentices. He nudges me in the side. Well, this stray thanks you, even if you put us through hell for it. I lean into his side and rest my head on his shoulder. I feel his back straighten and muscles stiffen. He coughs and clears his throat. Good. Consider it payback for the stuff about the contacts. Non-tax? Whatever. Well, time has certainly flown by. He slides the photo back into the sleeve and shuts the album, rising to return it to its home on the shelf. It is quite late. Perhaps it's time to retire for the night. It's not that late. You should catch up on the sleep you missed last night. I guess. I need to check on some things in the cafe. I'll be back presently. Please don't concern yourself waiting up. Like I would. Excellent. In the event that I do not return prior to your departure into slumber, good night. Yeah, night. I see him pull something from his pocket. A smartphone? So he does have one. Looks like he's pulling up a number to make a call. Leave it to an old dude to actually use a smartphone as a real phone. As he descends the stairs, I hear him speaking in a harsh, stern whisper. I should leave alone. It's none of my business. I'm gonna bury myself in blankets and go to sleep. But I can't. Who could he possibly be talking to? I've never heard him sound mad. Was he talking to Nacht? But why would he have his number? That's ridiculous. You don't just call your nemesis. I mean, I wouldn't. I hear something outside. Not like I'm getting to sleep. I might as well watch whatever's out there. I swaddle the blankets around me and make my way to the window. Oh, there's Graves. Holding a... Is that a cane? And that's... Nacht. I throw my jeans and hoodie on over my pajamas and tear downstairs. I knew you'd do something stupid. Avery? Go back inside. Like hell. I throw myself in front of Graves. I'm on a roll with all the stupid stuff I've done lately. Who knows what dumb thing I'll do next. Alright, clown shoes. You want to get to him, you gotta go through me. Nacht doesn't bother hiding his laughter. Guess that's my answer. Graves puts his hand on my shoulder and steps in front of me. Inside. This doesn't concern you. Don't it? Thought you were talking to me about him. Talking to me about him. Can't think of anything more concerning than that. Listen to you, Graves. Getting all wrapped up in a pretty little kitten. Ain't you never heard of that rule? Half your age plus... I've yet to be hexed by a kitten, old Nick. Dang, listen to them words. But you can't say damn near anything now. How about a little thanks? You'll forgive me if I don't drop to my knees and worship. Ah, don't that bring back memories? I can't say it does. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry, but Graves saying drop to my knees, and then Nacht saying doesn't that bring back memories? Okay. Ex-boyfriends. Oh god, I have to take a sec. Oh my god. Oh boy. I can't say it does, but I don't find the discrepancy terribly startling. Your rendition of reality tends to trend towards incongruous narcissism. Starting to worry messing with kitties all day dulled your edge. Glad I was wrong. Never heard you sound so serious as when you called. Got me all worried. Feel a lot better now knowing there ain't nothing that's gonna change. I'm gonna change my fist into your face if you don't shut up. Take a time out, kitten. Adults are talking. Oh, that's it. I storm to the vending machine around the corner. It's old enough and so poorly maintained it has to count as garbage. I put my hand on it and concentrate. It lights up, the buttons flash wildly. Close enough for magic. Fetching me a drink? Real thoughtful of ya. Try me. Well, Graves, can't say I don't listen no more. Avery. Nacht adjusts his grip on his bat and he's off like a shot. I barely have time to react. I launch a soda from the machine like a cannonball. Nacht heaves a heavy swing of his bat and... crash. I duck. But I don't think it matters. I wasn't his target. The machine's window explodes into sharp daggers of glass. I cover my head and shield my face best I can. Squinting through the gaps in my defense, I can't afford to miss anything that's happening. From my peripheral vision, I can see layers of reddish-brown swallowing my makeshift automatic cannon like a snake. It spreads over the ground like frost, stopping only inches from my feet. I'm struck by what feels like an actual cannonball. The force of the impact flings me forward, backward, I can't tell. Feels like I'm moving at terminal velocity. I collide with the asphalt back first, skidding 1 or 2 seconds before my body comes to a stop. It hurts. The world around me is distorted smears of color and pain. I turn to my side, curling into myself as I whimper and hold my stomach out of instinct I didn't know I had. Several feet away from me, near the vending machine and rusted ground, Nacht sets his foot back down. Avery! Really? Don't waste my time. He taps his bat on the ground as if impatient or waiting for something. Currently we're dating him. We're hopefully dating him. We moved in, Em. We moved into his house after one night, after we had dinner. And then we were like, we had this fucking tension, this unreal tension, and we saw his, like, a photo of when he was a kid and learned about his childhood. And he went to call up Nacht to, like, get this all settled and try and keep us out of it. Oh my god. And then, oh my god. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's a U-Haul lesbian moment. He, him, lesbian, Graves. and Avery? Who knew? And oh my god, Mochi has moved in, and Mochi and Lady Dracula, Graves' cat, are both besties. Oh boy. It's wild, it's wild, it's wild. Also, Nacht made at least one getting, like, oh my god. Fucking, so Graves is like, forgive me for not getting on my knees with worship, and Nacht was like, that reminds me of old times. Nacht is, who boy. Also, Nacht was like, oh my god, oh my god. Nacht is a little saucy. Can I just say this? Saucy little man. Saucy little tart. And right now he's kicking our ass. And we also learned that, Graves has had, like, 2 different kinds of magic. One was about metal, which, Nacht has, like, messed with and turned into rust and, like, stolen that magic from Graves. And also was the reason that Graves couldn't, like, teach us or teach anyone magic, because he literally cursed Graves to not be able to say words, specific words. So then Graves is out here like he can't even say magic or curse. Like, he'll start having, like, a coughing fit. And if it's, like, a turn of phrase, then he can say it, but if it's, like, him trying to talk about magic specifically, he gets all fucked up. Yeah. 1984, the man. And his magic before that was cats. So he's the one that's specifically cursing all the other people who work at the cafe, so that they look like familiars, so that they aren't actually, like, targeted by Nacht or anyone else. Anyway, gay people. They had a moment where, Avery brings up, like, oh yeah, of course you have contacts, because in his picture as a kid, he didn't have heterochromia. So then Graves looks at us real close, puts our forehead together so that Avery can look Graves in the eyes and be like, you don't see a contact, do you? And Avery's just having the gayest fucking moment of his life and is unable to didn't even look at Graves' eyes and was like, yep, and squeaked. You love to see it. Gay people. They're real. On the internet. They're right here. I'm losing my mind. He taps his bat on the ground as if impatient or waiting for something, but he doesn't strike again. Not even when Graves puts himself between me and him. Graves has a sword? When the hell did that happen? The cane he's been holding lies on the ground in front of me. Its handle is missing. A sword cane? God, I'm so glad he's a nerd. I'll wait for you if you want to swap that out. It doesn't matter now. We both know that. Sure you don't want to take a second? Toss some enchantment on it or whatnot? I'm serious. Leave him alone. If you care to recall, I ain't the one who attacked first. My head clears, but if anything, that makes everything so much more confusing. They're just standing there, like Graves doesn't have the will to hurt him. What the hell is going on? Is this part of the curse? I reach the largest piece of glass near me and wrap it in the cuff of my sleeve. I use my other hand to help push myself into a slow, unsteady stand. Graves! The atmosphere ruptures. You'd think a fight between actual witches would be stuffed with magic spells and cool explosions, smug taunts and cheeky retorts. That's not what happens. It's not like the movies. If it was, I might have had a chance to use my shard. In the end, I'm left holding it dumbly as the scene unfolds before me. Nacht's bat is a blur as he swings at Graves, but he doesn't swing his weapon. He thrusts his sword with a sharp, forceful lurch. I see the sharp steel tip plunge into Nacht's sleeve. He yelps like a wounded dog, following the sound of his bat clanging against the ground. Graves pulls out. Nacht becomes deathly still, staring as if he's gone into shock. Nacht slams his palm against Graves' chest. Graves flinches, enduring the blow with little more than a grunt. I don't see the blood on Nacht, but I can tell he's been wounded. So you're playing like that? I am not playing. Get out of here. I see Nacht's jaw move as if he's gritting his teeth. Then he turns his head to me. I still clench the shard I'm still holding with my sleeve, bracing myself for... Honestly, I don't know. Nothing went down like I thought it would. The look Nacht gives me burns my soles, freezes up my wobbling legs, raking into my back and clawing over my shoulders, tearing into my heart. He spits at the ground near my shoes. Is what it is, then. You'll see me again, kitten. Better be more creative next time. Nacht takes several steps back, which is when everything starts to look wrong. He melds into the scene behind him, almost as if he's becoming copper, if copper looked so sick and corroded. I can't tell what I'm looking at, is the outline of his body or the natural shape of the rust he's left behind. Graves exhales a soft sigh, as if he was holding his breath. Are you all right? Do you feel any cold spots on your body? What? Let me see where he hit you. In the stomach, but I'm okay now. Whoa. Graves is close, too close. He lifts the hem of my shirt. Ah! I slap him. He jerks back like he touched fire. Ah! You're right. I deserved that. My sincerest apologies, Avery. Truly. But it looks like you're safe. Safe from what? The rust. He can rust more than metal. That doesn't make sense. It's his knack. Avery, I wish you hadn't interfered. What are you talking about, you moron? You would have gotten killed. I wonder. But now... It's no matter. We'll regroup in the morning. Yeah? You okay? You hurt at all? I'm fine. This man better not be hiding like a small rust that's gonna, slowly take him over with time. I will fucking lose my mind. Graves returns to his bedroom without another word. He closes the door and even leaves Dracula out here. Good luck trying to sleep tonight, me. I glance back and forth between Graves' doors and the window until the sun comes up. I don't think I slept at all. I feel so much like garbage, I think I can use my magic on myself. Graves doesn't come out. Should I get coffee? Should I bury myself? I hear him before I see him. Where is he? The door flings open and Reese swings in like a wrecking ball. What did you do? Did you chill? I didn't do anything. Graves is asleep. Something happened. I know it. Why else would he close? What? Oh, Reese, please don't yell. You know it upsets Dracula. Avery is like, my favorite elderly man is upset right now. You're right. You're right, Em. Avery's like, ugh. My emotional support Silver Fox is gone. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Sorry, that sparkling water fought back against me while I was trying to take a sip. Why are you saying Uwilf? Is that like... It better not be Uncle. Is it Union? It's Uncle? Why? I know he's described as a benevolent uncle, but please. I hate it here. I hate it here. He is at one point described as a benevolent uncle, but I don't need this kind of behavior from you especially. Sorry. Graves has his sword cane again, but this time... He is Reese's uncle. He is kind of Reese's uncle. Which is a time. Graves has the sword of cane again, but this time he's using it as an actual cane. So he did get hurt. Don't panic, Reese. You know we've talked about that. I need the day for staff training. It'll be an all-hands meeting. Will you collect the others? I imagine Mason is here, but it's quite early for the rest of them. What's this about? There are several things I need to address. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah, sure. Be back soon. I'll go too. You will not. Reese is out the door before he even has time to see me sulk. You're hurt. Just sore. I should prepare. Do you have the book? Yeah? Good. Bring it downstairs, please. Okay. He's gone. I stand there for a moment. My stomach starts to hurt, but it isn't from Nacht's bruise. By the time I get dressed and downstairs, everybody's here. They're drinking coffee and talking. I don't know. If I didn't know better, I'd think this was a normal work breakfast. I take a seat with them. I can't hide my anxiousness, I think, because they keep glancing at me. I believe that's everybody. Ahem. I've called you here today to notify that upon your departure, you will find your afflictions alleviated. Pardon? Want to try that again? You will no longer turn into cats. What? A shocked murmur passes over everybody, their voices raise in a confused jumble. Ahem. They quiet down. Why? I thought there was a reason for it. There was. It's proven moot. I cannot defend you. Please know that there will be those who prey upon you. But you have potential, and you are stronger. Do not be crushed. To those who do not know what I refer, Avery and Reese can help. Listen to them. That is all. You will be paid for today, but you may leave at your leisure. Good day. He takes considerable time to climb the stairs. He's leaning on the railing. Reese and I glance at each other. He takes the initiative, pushing himself from his seat and moving to the head of the table. All right. It's finally time we lift the veil and talk about witches. The hell do you mean? Ooh, are you a secret witch? Can we be witches? Yeah. You won't turn into cats anymore? Go outside and see for yourself. But you better come back. You've got a lot to learn. I am here for this. Reese, I'm sure you can handle it. I'll be back in a few. He narrows his eyes and his mouth draws to a thin line. He doesn't say whatever he's thinking. Hey, Graves? You there? My throat tightens around my words. He's lying prone on the couch with his hand draped over his eyes. He takes deep, steady breaths and doesn't seem to notice I'm here. Must be asleep. He looks so vulnerable. In pain, like he's fighting a high fever. It hurts my heart. My breath catches. Blood? Why would he be bleeding? My heart sinks even lower into my gut. Rust. He got tagged by Nacht. I fucking knew it! This bitch, he fucking... Graves. I can't even... Graves, why are you doing this? I can't even riff on your slutty collarbones. I need to see how bad it is. I reach out to push the collar of his shirt away to... His eyes fly open. His hand snatches mine away. Gay people. Oh, gay people. Look at this shit. Don't. Oh, sorry. It will get on your fingers, and then it spreads. It's spreading? Not at the moment. Graves. I did a rather poor job of hiding this, didn't I? You do a rather poor job of hiding everything. Ha! I suppose you're right. I close my hands around his. He tightens his grip. I've always been weak to his enchantments. Metal inevitably corrodes. The rust is stronger than me. The most I can hope is to stem the spread for as long as I am able. Does it hurt? Not particularly. Only cold. Though I feel flush from the exertion involved in fighting it. There's gotta be something we can do. Forgive my pessimism, but I can't imagine what. Could you, turn him into a cat or something? You can still do that, right? If it were that simple. No. Let me rest. And trust Reese. He can take care of you. But I don't want to be taken care of. I want you. Did I just say that out loud? He glances up at me, but I quickly avert my gaze. I mean, I want you to be okay. I want you to treat me as an ally. Avery's just a good ally, that's why he acts like this. Don't worry, guys. This isn't gay, he's just a really good ally. He thinks they made the community house awesome. Anyway. Under other circumstances, absolutely. But for now, I have a favor to ask. What is it? Don't tell the others. Especially not Reese. I do not believe he can handle it. Promise? Like hell, I let go. Thank you for being so patient. You always are somehow. I truly appreciate it. Just doing my job, boss. A mirthless, empty laugh. Worse than if he hadn't tried. Get some rest. I'm gonna see that what everyone else is doing. Avery. Yeah? He lifts his hand to my face and gently brushes his knuckle against my cheek. What is this gas? Yeah. I had to... Automon said you're homophobic. I can't believe it. Your homophobia is really showing. I can't fucking believe this. Yeah, what is this gay-ass Hallmark moment, though, Em? Disregarding your homophobia. He lifts his hand to my face and gently brushes his knuckles against my cheek. I have to bite my lip to keep from saying something I'm going to regret, like gay ass, and get myself banned from Twitch. I mean it. Thank you. Yeah, of course. I hastily retreat before I really put my foot in my mouth. Once I close the door, I drag myself to the back table, the one where I had my job interview, and sink into the seat. Reese's obnoxious telltale tone drones on downstairs. I can't tell what he's talking about. My head's too full of bees to eavesdrop. I keep thinking about my conversation with Graves. I'll be the first to admit I do a lot of dumb things, but I'm not about to let him do something as stupid as giving up. You know what? Forget this. I slip back up to Graves' place. This time he's actually asleep. I know that because I steal his phone. Sir, are you gonna... Is Avery finally going to defeat Nacht on his own? Are we gonna get that? Are we gonna finally get this? The full potential of his trash powers? I love to see it. Please, for the love of God. This is a horrible idea. Probably worse than all my other ideas combined, but I don't see what other options I have. My heart races as I look at the phone's idle, sleeping screen. For one fearful moment, I find myself hoping it's locked. It's not. Of course it's not. Why would he lock it? Well, here I go. He called Nacht the other day, so I guess he'd be in his recent contact. Huh? Oh. Favorites? Lamau man said, "You hurt my bae." The Wilf, say your goodbyes and pray to the god of your choice, because when I'm done, even your god won't recognize you. Fair. Based. You're right, but still. Can we still just call him a DILF? He's a cat dad. His daughter is Lady Dracula. And the other cats. Let me live. I can't deal with the Uwolf, because it's harder to say. And acknowledging his uncle-like relationship to someone like Reese, who is our age, who is Avery's age, is who boy. There was a moment where fucking Graves offered Avery wine and Avery said, "I'm 19," and Graves had a moment. A little bit of a moment. We all know. Anyway. You refuse to accept him into your Dilfisome because then you would have to put him in your folder. Fair. Now you have to have an Uwolf folder, though. Do you not have an Uwolf folder? Are you not a true collector of Ilfs? Fair. Fair. I would also not be into uncles as a specific category. Chaos just saying coward talk. Okay, Chaos. Listen, specifically, like, if you're specifically going into a demographic of just uncles, you're not gonna find what you want. Someone may happen to be an uncle, or uncle energy, yet it does not mean that is not exactly what you derive the attraction from. Sometimes they're just a fucking goth nerd who talks about he literally mentions how he was a DM for a campaign and he was a vampire for the campaign. He's a fucking menace. I love this man's. That's why he named his cat Dracula. Ugh. Obsessed with this stupid gay little man. I'm not gonna dignify that one with reading it aloud. Just now I'm very, not surprised, but still. Anyway. Yet another reason why I don't have chat on screen. Oh, favorites? God, if we live through this, I'll have to teach him how to use his phone. Ah, I was wondering how long it'd cut the crap. Who the hell is this? This is Avery, and I'm gonna wreck you. Okay, that's a bit of a... Hoo boy. Don't flirt with his ex, Avery. You can't just flirt with people's exes. Especially not the one the person you're interested in. You can't do that. Who? I don't know what... Do you mean from Mystic Messenger, M? Am I about to be a little bit more disappointed in you? Okay. I thought you meant from Mystic Messenger, okay? I was gonna lose my mind. You meant a V-shaped polycule. Oh. I thought you were still talking about people with uncle energy, and I was like, I don't know why you think V from Mystic Messenger is. I'm sorry. Listen. I am a bit of a silly, goofy mood. There's been a lot of gay things happening. You're disgusted. Disgusting! Me having any amount of Mystic Messenger knowledge is fair. Fair grounds for disgust. Listen, I was just there for my blonde boy Yusung. We don't need to talk about it. Who? Right. A little smitten kitten, I remember. Shut up. Come back after sunset, we're gonna settle this. We are? If that's what you want, I aim to please. Hope you'll have those little soda cans ready. Hey, fuck you. 707 wasn't shit. We had Yusung. He was my special little boy. Yusung was a special little man, and I loved him. He played video games. He was my little guy. Yusung was just a little gamer boy. What the fuck does Sylph mean? Son? Sister? I'm in fear. I'm losing my mind. I'm sorry, I need to Google Yusung Mystic Messenger to make sure I'm not saying the wrong person. That's my man's. Yeah, he's just a little guy. He loses an eye, and that's fine. He's never done anything wrong. Okay, he did wear a maid outfit. I will give you that. Okay, I need to... Where... Is there... I don't remember half of Mystic Messenger, I'm gonna be real. Okay, I also did go for Zen at 1.2. Fair. Zen was kind of based. I also did go for Jaehee, but we were just like best girlfriends. And I was like, okay, guys. Yeah. I'm done talking about Mystic Messenger. We are focusing on one dating sim at a time, and it is now Hustle Cat. Oh boy. His voice is pissing me off. I don't have to be polite to this jackass. I hang up. I drop the phone on the table and shamble downstairs. Okay, bitch. Avery, you okay? I know that's a lot to process. If you need to talk, I challenged Nacht. I'm gonna fight him to save Graves and make him leave him alone for good. You can't just do that. You don't have to stick around. I'm mad as hell and I'm gonna make sure he knows it. Oh, like hell you're gonna get rid of us that easily. What? Yeah. We all care about Graves, and about you not getting your face handed to you. Never back down from a fight. Not gonna start now. Normally I don't agree with fighting, but witches, I'll make an exception. I don't feel keen on fighting, but if there's anything I can do... What? No, you don't need to do all that. Of course we do. I told you we stick together. I'm pretty sure Reese has never said that, but hey, whatever it takes to get him on board. What's the plan? I don't know. The first step is you keep listening to me. Obviously. Everybody groans, but they don't do anything about it. I pull up a seat and join him. Not like I had any ideas. We spend hours, actual hours, going over this stuff. It's worse because I know at least some of it already. Hope Reese doesn't assign me an essay. I hate to admit it, but he's a good teacher. Everybody is starting to figure it out. Mason got it easily. She's got fire coming from her hands. What? What? In Graves' row, everyone learns magic? Girl? Hello? What the hell? It took me weeks to figure my knack out. Magic. I need magic. Never seen her so excited before. We have to get her to stop before she burns the whole place down. Graves doesn't come down. Every time I think to go up and check on him, someone grabs me for a demonstration or a question or something. Time flies, but we've all demonstrated something. Okay. Gay people win. Look at that. Counting Graves, we're 6 short of a coven. I've always wanted my own coven. Ew, who says it's yours? Clearly, as the most famous one here, it's mine. Onward, my loyal subjects. Is that how these things work? Silence, knave! Mason, carry me to victory. Mason's grunt could be a laugh if you squint. She lifts Finley on her back and something truly terrible happens. The horrific witch titan is born. Normally I'd love this kind of thing, but I'm too anxious to appreciate it. The sun's setting. I watch the sun dip below the city skyline, sword in hand. Oh, I also borrowed Graves' sword cane. I fashioned a sort of plastic coating out of plastic bags for the blade. Plastic doesn't rust, right? I try to will my legs to stay strong under me. Everybody else is in place. It's going to be alright. Well. Feels familiar, don't it? Shut up. You think Graves is gonna come down here and dive in? You really think he cares about you that much? Shut up. I don't care. You think he'd really turn on me like that? For little, insignificant you? And I thought Graves loved the sound of his own voice. Shut up. Not much of a talker? Not his type, you know. Quit stalling and fight me. Fine. Your funeral. He taps the bat on the ground and takes a practice swing. Now, Mason and Landry charge from the sides of the alley, fire and lightning. Their hands emit a soft glow, the gloves Reese enchanted against rust. Mason's already on Nacht. She comes down swinging, but Nacht is ready. He pulls his bat back, but Landry catches it in his hand. Landry grapples with Nacht to wrestle it from his grip. Nacht struggles, but Mason catches him in. Is that called a sleeper hold? They're doing it. They're gonna get him. But something's wrong. Landry's becoming slow, uncoordinated, rusty. The gloves didn't work. Landry grits his teeth and pulls. The bat slips through his hands. Nacht pushes him away with his foot. A rusted statue of Landry falls to the ground. No! Mason's grip is getting sloppy, but she digs in tooth and nail. I see rust creeping up her arm. She doesn't acknowledge it. Finley and Hayes are there, arm in arm. On 3. Ping. The sound of a metal bat slamming against asphalt. Rust creeps down the street like vines. Finley and Hayes aren't fast enough to dodge. Mason, no! It's happening too fast. I whirl my head back. Mason is pulling rust off her arm, but it's spreading too fast. In the other direction, Finley and Hayes are rooted to the ground. No, no! Nacht wrestles himself free. He's furious. He makes right for me. And Reese pushes me out of the way. Go. Someone has to take care of Graves in the cafe. Make sure the cats behave. Reese pulls his magic marker from his pocket and draws something in the air. The symbols stay in place like he's drawing on glass. They glow. Nacht's bat smashes through them like breaking a window. With a furious growl, Nacht lunges and grabs Reese by the arm. Reese howls. The marker glows and pinpoints to a fine edge. He stabs the marker into Nacht's arm. Now Reese is rust too. Nacht winces as he pulls the marker blade from his arm. He throws it aside. It dulls back into a regular marker. It's me and him. I pull the sword from the cane and ready my swing. He brings the bat down on the sword's blade. It snaps like a toothpick. The bat slams against the pavement hard enough to leave a tiny crater. Nacht has murder in his eyes. Ambushes don't work, kitten. Not on me. He sounds breathless, wild. All you did was make me angry. I don't have time to move. He has me by the shirt. He holds me high. I'm barely touching the ground. The others were lucky. All they got was rust. You, on the other hand. Rust don't hurt enough. Not for you. I resist the urge to shut my eyes. I'm glad I do. I can see him. Nacht must see my expression change because he loosens his grip. He turns his head. It's too slow. Graves slams a metal sculpture down on Nacht's head, hard. Nacht reels from the impact. He throws me to the ground. I land hard on my back. It knocks the air out of my lungs. It's the worst feeling in the world. I gasp and pray that Graves isn't distracted by it. He isn't. Graves grabs Nacht by the hem of his collar and pulls back hard. It isn't enough to knock him down, but it's enough to throw him off. It's enough to give us an opening. Nacht's footing slips. I see my chance. I kick at his knee with all my might. It gives out beneath him. And Graves is on him with a hand at Nacht's throat. His hand tenses and begins to glow. Graves, what are you doing? Taking your suggestion. I sneeze. When I open my eyes, I can't believe what's standing before me. What? What? Holy crap, he really did it. He even hisses. He's really getting into the part. Graves grabs him by the scruff of his neck and holds him in place. I have a list of demands. If you do not meet them, you will remain like this for the rest of your miserable existence. First, free my employees. Second, return what you took from me and dissolve these asinine constraints. Done. Movement flashes out of the corner of my eye like the sun reflecting from polished metal. There's this strange noise I can't quite define. It sounds sick, like the sound of snapping bones, but not solid or strong, crumbling, rusty. Graves stands tall, still and sturdy, nothing like that haunted statue I'd seen the other night. Nacht dangles limply in the air, ears flattened like an arrowhead. Is his tail puffing up? Thank you, Nacht, though you never deserved my gratitude. Nacht tucks his tail between his legs. Yeah, get him, Graves. And third, you're... Don't interrupt. Third, you will leave. You'll find that once you are far enough away from me, you will regain your human form. You're getting rid of me. You've left me little choice. I didn't leave nothing. I am aware. You left. That was the point. What? We were just fighting for our lives, and now they're... What are they talking about? I'm in way over my head. This seems to be a trend lately. I wanted to see you. I did not want to see you. Graves! Nacht, please. The fourth and final condition is you must discover for yourself. Once you have, the curse will break. Ain't ever gonna be nobody else. Nacht hits the ground unsteady on his feet but still standing. Guess you don't get the hang of being a cat immediately. Go. Nacht tilts one last look at Graves with a shimmer like metal in his eyes and turns. He skulks away, body so low it almost looks like he's crouching, tail dragging to the ground behind him. None of us have any clue what happened, but we're glad he's gone. Everyone but Graves bursts into cheers and high fives. Whatever he's thinking about, he's not going to get much time to think about it. Reese throws his arm around Graves in a fierce, celebratory hug. I don't think I've ever seen Reese look this happy. I'm too keyed up to celebrate. I scamper to the end of the block, cut my hands around my mouth, and shout, "That's right, and if you ever come back, I'm going to call animal control." Avery. Huh? What were you doing? You could have gotten yourself killed. I did the same thing as you. You said you wanted to help, didn't you? Before he can answer, Graves exhales like he's been kneed in the gut. Finley's come in for a landing. She nearly clotheslines both of us with that tackle hug. You guys, this is great. Mason's gonna make us a celebration dinner, so come on back. Yeah, sure. You all go on ahead. We'll be there in a second. Alright, I'll give you some alone time. Come on, everybody. We've got dinner to plan. And everyone's gone. It's just us. Avery. You took an incalculable risk. You really just... Reese is like, thank fuck, my uncle just saved us. Hope no one tries to date him and ruins this moment. You can't just say these things. You're right, but still. Avery, you took an incalculable risk. You could have easily gotten us all killed. You're irresponsible, foolhardy, impulsive, and plenty of other synonyms. And I adore that about you. The only thing that's gonna kill me here is Graves. It's not good for my heart when he says stuff like that. The look he gives me is so... I guess there's one more irresponsible, foolhardy, impulsive synonym thing I can do. So are you really uncursed now? Unrusted? Can I touch you now? I suppose if such a thing interests you, yes, though I don't... Stupid, stupid, stupid. I grab him by his stupid collar clips and kiss him right on his stupid mouth. And for once, Lord Ashenfall Ravensworth is speechless. He stands for a frozen moment, a deer in the headlights, before he kisses back. He wraps his hand around my waist and pulls me close, as if I was gonna let him go anytime soon. I ball my hands into fists around his collar. I don't care if I rip the damn thing. I don't know what's gonna happen from now on. I don't know if this is gonna work. But right now, I don't care. I have Graves here with me. That's enough for now. Re-seeing this from the window. Moment ruined. Fair. Reese is like, is that allowed? Can I please get a waffle? Is that allowed? I'm fucking losing my goddamn mind. I'm out of my goddamn gourd. I can't fucking... I'm losing it. I'm losing it. Right in front of my salad? You're right. You're right for that one, Em. Right in front of his salad. I can't fucking believe this shit. Imagine. Anyway, there's the music. I'm turning the music up a little bit. They're literally doing this right in front of his salad. I can't fucking believe this shit. shit was right in front of his salad. The true tragedy. Oh, do we get to see graves in that cup? Oh, please, for the love of God. The true tragedy of it all. The gay-ass, broke-ass, just-out-of-college student who decided to date me, rewound time, and then dated my uncle. There he is! Yeah! Yeah! Gay men! Gay men! Gay men! Gay men! Gay men! Gay men! Let's look at the gallery. I don't think I have literally everything, but... yeah, I'm missing... I don't know what I'm missing. There's no heterosexual explanation for the way he smiles here. There's no heterosexual explanation for that. For any of this, but especially that. Look at this. So this is him in his childhood. My special boy. Also, I'm stopping the recording. Bye-bye recording. Bye-bye VOD.